I missed that part. But yeah, if I did miss anything, feel free to update your character sheets. And
I think I would just use a hit dice maybe to get myself to full health.
I have plenty of healing, and I think we should conserve our healers' kits. We're starting to run low. So I will good berry and whatever Aura of Vitality before we rest.
Just because I haven't said it yet, we are live.
welcome, Matt.
What up, stream?
Yeah, thank you. Sorry, I'm a little late. Had a lot going on today.
No, you're
All
perfect
good, all good.
timing. We just finished the recap.
Beauty.
Everyone should be able to move around on the map if they would like to.
I did roll my potions, if you want to put that for me.
Yep, I will show this to you all as well. This is kind of what some of the tents on the inside would look
Cozy.
like. Yep, very much so.
Reeves did not sleep last night.
Oh God.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
okay.
what was he making?
He went off into a cozy spot to continue working on his little project that he's been working away on. Chance, I don't know if you expressly said you did anything else, but he may have tried to bother you for a couple hours to maybe take a stab at this. You get one. You only get one of these. So if you were planning on doing something with your 2 hours of able to craft or whatever.
So between
I'm just making my potions, which I don't think takes the time, because it's like one of my feats or whatever.
So I think one. You said you sent me something.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I rolled a 6 and a 1, so those are my 2 potions that I get.
So which ones are those?
One is healing.
Okay.
And number 6 is transformation. I never got that one yet.
All right.
Do you want me to copy paste, or I can't actually? Drinker's body is transformed as if it's by alter self spell. The drinker determines the transformation caused by the spell, the effects of which last for 10 minutes.
All right. So I'll put them both on your character sheet, but so one is healing.
Yeah.
Okay, give me 1 second. So one question you all would want to answer is you were there at approximately 6 p.m. So the real question would be do you remain in the town until the morning, or do you immediately, after talking to the elder, head for rest?
I think I'd want to talk to Casimir, because he's the one that suggested we go up to the Amber Temple, and I think I'd want to know if he knows anything, like rushing in there, or does he know anything about Mount Gakis or any of that stuff? Because this was kind of something he was asking us to do.
Yeah. He tells you that he doesn't know as much as he'd like. He has never made the journey himself, although he has an idea of where the temple is. He will tell you that there are a few things to know, but nothing critical, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess that for going up the mountain, Sid would be willing to, defer to, Lisbeth's axe getting baked in the tree, or whatever's happening to it, and just taking the time we need to prepare for the hard journey.
Okay.
Getting baked.
Yeah. Whatever time is not used long resting, Lisbeth is fully full information gathering.
Yeah, I guess how long do we actually spend here? Because that'll affect how many rolls I get to take.
Well, what time did we get here?
We got here about 8 p.m.
All right.
And we can't long rest until 10?
Correct.
No.
Or 2.
2 a.m.?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
So
thought,
you have.
I thought 2 a.m. was the end of our previous long rest.
Yeah, 2
so
a.m. was when we
Oh,
headed out
that's
last
right.
time.
So
yeah,
you'd
so
be.
At
we
8,
can
we,
long
Uh,
rest.
we can already.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can long rest at any time.
Correct. Yep.
And what time are we planning?
well, wait, didn't we leave at 5 a.m.?
No, we traveled basically
No.
all night.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, I'm misremembering. That's all.
We left in the wee hours in the morning.
Yeah. The time we plan on leaving in the morning. So if we, let's say we go to sleep at what, 9 o'clock? If we got there at 8, we had some chats, put an axe on broil, and
Let simmer.
what did that probably take an hour? And then we all said, I'm exhausted, I'm going straight to bed.
Well,
I
I
don't
mean,
need I don't need as much sleep, so I
yeah, and it depends what time we want. Like, if we want to leave at 8 a.m. in the morning, then we can have 4 hours to fuck around the camp, right?
That's my thing. At most, I can spend 8 hours crafting a day. If we're gonna spend
Yeah.
6 hours farting around, then I'm not
Yeah.
gonna stay up all night.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
I agree.
as we're kind of debating this, even though we may be in a bit of a time crunch, this may be the last easy, comfortable rest for a while where we get to craft or do any of those preparations. So I say we should take the time
Yeah.
Mhm.
to
I
prepare.
second the motion.
100% worth it.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure we have all the supplies. Like, do they have anything that could help us with climbing if we need it, or kind of if we're gonna go up there and do this mission for them, is there anything gear or insight they could give us, kind of stuff in that free time?
Well, in the bag of holding, we do have 3 climbers kits. So I think we're good on that.
Because everybody else
I
can
also-
wild shape or something, right?
I also have an extra healer's kit in the bag. And I have Wolfsbane as well, just in case that comes into it. I also have, for the exhaustion, I have 1 mint chew. So if
Well, with the direction of this conversation we're making as we're kind of planning out our next day, Reeves wouldn't feel the need to stay up all night crafting because we're going to take a bit of time and I'll be able to get at least a few of my crafting rolls out of the way.
Yep.
As far as information or even equipment, they tell you something slightly worrying.
don't like that.
Specifically that they tell you of and they probably mostly be talking to you, Lisbeth. But they tell you that the alliance between the Ursari people and the Order of the Silver Dragon remains strong for many, many years. The Ursari people actually built Argynvost. They also built like the settlement, obviously, of Bargao, and also the trading posts that you came through on the way here. More interestingly, though, they tell you that they are also responsible for building what they call the Gates of Selenka, as well as the Amber Temple itself. Knowing that if they were not the ones to build it, they basically feared that if the darkness that it contains was ever released, the entire world could be lost. They tell you as well that the bravest among the Ursari people were the female warriors, some of whom you've already met, the Shield Maidens themselves. And so when the Ursari males turned to masonry, the women took the role of guardians, protectors, and soldiers.
Hell yeah.
They also tell you that the curse that took place here in Bargao happened when you-know-who sent his forces specifically to destroy this village on the way up to the Amber Temple. Now, there were many efforts to breach the gates at Selenka by the Dark Lord, and they basically share with you that the Shield Maidens, at least their most formidable ones, continue to hold the Selenka Pass and basically prevented the Dark Lord from reaching it. They held it for a total of 5 days, even requesting the aid of a very powerful wizard to cast spells guard the gate. But and that's kind of why they're so well known and so legendary in this town specifically. They tell you that the gates of Selenka were never broken by the Dark Lord's forces during what they call the Great War.
So, can we? I think you said Balin. Is that his name?
The Elder. Yep.
The Elder. If he was around and they built the Amber Temple, can we maybe could Lisbeth describe to him the door that we saw when we were spying on the hags?
Mm-hmm.
The door that they were trying to break through, so that we know. Could I describe to him that door to see what it is they were trying to get into?
He tells you he, even in all of his time, only visited the Amber Temple during its very early construction. But what he does tell you is if you noticed anyone or anything trying to get inside of anything in the Amber Temple, it can only spell disaster because of what it contains.
To which he does not elaborate.
He just tells, he kind of mentions dark powers.
Can I also ask him about the crypts that we saw when we were in the book with Strahd, the one that he was?
Yeah, he tells you similarly that those crypts basically hold fragments of what he calls the dark powers, and that those each crypt within the Amber Temple holds a different dark power. They are never all what he calls unsettled at the same time, but always searching for hosts, so to speak.
So there's multiple of these things down there.
Mm.
And Strahd is only one of many.
So he actually
Hosts,
says,
rather.
so he actually tells you that the Dark Lord is not the top of the food chain.
Yeah.
He tells
That's
you that Strahd, so to
He-
speak, reports
He had
or is
mentioned
owned
that
by.
he had
Reports to
mentioned
whom?
yeah.
He does, like, he probably wouldn't use the word report, but he basically tells you that Strahd is
As a master.
has
Not
a master. Yeah.
Piccolo. No, I'm just kidding.
It is not the monkey
Um,
Piccolo.
Could I ask him, Elizabeth also would ask him as well, he had described before about us helping them by sealing away the dark power. Would he know how to do that, or what we would need to do to accomplish that?
I think, and he shared this last time. He
Did
tells
he?
you if any of the dark powers would have escaped, that there is nothing that any of us could do. And he tells you that his, and I think he did that last time. He used Time Stop, 9th level spell. He
Mhm.
tells you that not even his magic is powerful enough to thwart the dark powers.
So how are we supposed to help them? He's asking us for aid, but
He I think asked for mostly answers.
so he wants us to go up there and tell him what's up.
Yeah, he basically tells you that the Amber Temple is a temple of both holding in the dark powers, but there's also a wealth of information. And it's hopefully in that information that you can find out either how to reverse the curse or how to stop this curse.
Okay.
I'd like to ask him. We heard of a beast or something that required a sacrifice at the Selenka Pass. Have you heard of such a creature?
He tells you that there are obviously many creatures on the mountain, but none that he knows of. Like if you were to use the word guardian or anything like that, he has no knowledge.
Have they seen a dragon?
He says they have not seen any sort of dragon.
We've seen a dragon.
He does tell you, actually, though, that what he will call his friend, Argenvost, was a dragon, but that is the only dragon that he knows of.
Oh, we know Argenvost was a dragon. That we know for sure. We probably know him a little bit better than you think we do.
Would he know anything about the stones? Like the place where Seid had his journey thing and the places that we've been kind of cleansing?
Yeah, if you explain to him kind of what Seid went through, he would tell you that it is clear that Seid is blessed to have been able to see the land between, so to speak. That is where that spiritual world that he was in. He tells you that there are what you already know. There are 3 Thanes. He hoped, and you'll see some of the Ursari people actually go out to the temple like at random times through the day to pray specifically to the mountain Fae. They do hope that potentially having all 3 of the Fanes reconsecrated will maybe trigger something to also prevent or rid this curse.
We did 2 of them already, right?
Yep.
Cool.
He tells you that, and he kind of chuckles, but he says there are those that will tell you that the swamps are most dangerous. But he kind of chuckled and said, if you can survive the mountains, you can survive the swamp.
Well, that's reassuring.
Probably should have gone to the swamps first.
I mean, at least the swamps will be a cakewalk after this thing.
Like going back to the low level area after grinding.
Yeah.
Just farming.
Gotta do the side quests.
Yeah.
The reason I took the whole swamp feat.
Yeah, true. Before we go do anything, did you want me to roll for your stuff, Reeves, or what are we?
If yeah, actually, if you wouldn't mind, Jeff, there's in the crafting thing it says if a skilled crafter with proficiency in the related tool assists you while crafting, you gain advantage on the crafting roll. Can we just do that instead of having her?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. I'll just roll.
What is it that? Which tools? 'Cause I have
It's not even tools. It's just Arcana.
Okay.
You're continuing on your cloak.
Yes. Yeah. So I've succeeded one more. So I'm back. My fails have reset. And yeah. So
You're
I'll
at
do.
8.
Yeah, I'm at 7. I already added the.
Okay.
Yeah. As much as I would
So-
love to be at 8.
Jeff, I just noticed.
Okay, Arcana's +7. That helps.
that Mercer is level 8, not level 9.
Oh,
You're level
Oh
9
no,
on
that's
my
my
side.
hit. That's my hit dice. Okay, I was like, why am I short?
That
Yep.
that was a
I'm a
pass,
dwarf.
Jeff.
Yes, I got it.
I gave myself disadvantage, not advantage.
That would
I
have passed.
saw
Yeah,
that.
you're
Yep.
good.
There we go. So I
That's
guess
4 hours work,
actually that was 2 hours work because I only.
isn't it? One check every
Oh
2
right.
hours.
Yes. Yeah. Yesterday I did 2 hours because I wanted to use my my advantage, my
Yep.
inspiration on it. Okay. Yes. So I've now crafted for 4 hours. And should I just roll the other ones now and say I did 8 hours worth of work today?
Sure. Yep. So you're at hopefully 4
Ooh.
successes. Okay. Yep, that's a success.
Okay.
That's 4.
Nice. All right. So I think you're at 10, right?
Correct. Yeah.
All right. So with a rest, that would bring you.
So I
Don't
spent
forget, Jeff.
6
I
hours
have stuff
crafting
I want to do as well.
plus a
That would
rest.
bring you to about what 10 a.m. Sound about right? That sounds right to me.
Would be
Uh,
14
That
hours.
seems a
So 6
little-
hours plus 8.
Oh, okay.
Can I ask everybody a question?
Mm-hmm.
What do we think we need? More heals or more damage?
I think once we can do the damage, we're pretty good for damage.
Yeah, honestly, I find our worst is like we're we get fucked up. We can't. We're
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
prone,
We're constantly
Paralyzed.
rolling saves and
incapacitated.
shit, and-
We're
yeah,
constantly
yeah,
incapacitated. Yeah.
The French
exactly.
button
What?
that took
No
you there.
way.
Once we can do the
Ugh.
damage, we do the damage. It's just we have issues getting there sometimes.
Okay, because I'm trying to pick my last spell, and I want it to be something that's gonna be valuable to
So-
the party.
So
Something
Sid
that
will
ends
coordinate.
afflictions or conditions or something would be good.
Sid will coordinate with Mercer a little bit. I've prepared water walk, and it's a ritual, so you don't need to prepare that.
If either of
Man,
you,
fuck it. It's a ritual for me too, so I could do it.
if either of you
I've
have
got it up
something
already.
that lets
Okay,
people
so-
see through my smoke,
I have dark vision prepared for people, but I don't think that helps with smoke.
no.
Well, I've got the orb for light and things like that, as well. So I just want to make sure that I'm not overlapping too much on other people's abilities, so that we're not just doubling down on things we don't necessarily need.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's heavy on like a lot of the acid moves, and I have like, let me see what I have. I only have like healing word, mass healing word. I got rid of cure wounds, so technically, well, and then I have my healer thing. So
Okay, so I'm taking Beacon of Hope, getting rid of Aura of Vitality, which I think Sid already has prepared.
Yeah, I've got it.
So Beacon of Hope will just make sure that any heals within that radius is max heal automatically, no need to roll.
Okay.
Does that protect us from frightened as well, or give us advantage?
No, that's my Aura of Purity.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I have that prepared as well.
and I do have lesser restoration, which is at will, so I could use it like anytime. But I just have to be able to touch, which removes like paralyzed, blinded, poison, deafened.
Right.
Which
Um,
it just a
Jeff,
little sucky because I have to go in the line of fire to like make it happen. So
Go ahead, Travis.
Jeff, I would like to search around. I sent you this in text and see if I can come up with a collection of spiders.
Yes, spiders, no problem.
But
ooh,
And I will fill a tin or something of some kind with spiders.
Okay.
So Sid's just running around the cave collecting spiders.
Yeah, I'm looking like a crazy druid. Like as he's complimenting, he's like, "Oh, Sid has been like fortunate to like have this power." You see me just running around the cave looking for spiders.
I like
Tin
picturing
of
too.
spiders.
Can just
I
give
like
you spider
picturing-
climb. No, I'm just kidding.
I like picturing all the spellcasters together, like poring over their scrolls together, like having this little mini conference.
For downtime, Chance, are you doing anything during downtime?
I think I would have been helping
Helping
Reeves,
okay.
technically. Yeah, I just did my 2 like potions, and that's it.
Okay.
Do I
Mercer?
lose your old potion?
Yes, you would.
Well, I
Mercer
just
and
sent one
Cormac.
today. That one is still good.
Healing is good, so the flight is gone.
Yeah.
So Mercer is still trying to figure out what fucking last spell he's going to pick. But he probably would have been, with the talk of Argynvost, he definitely would have been involved in that conversation. Maybe picking their brain a little bit more about what he could get from about the Order of the Silver Dragon, considering he has some ideas that you and I have talked about.
Yep.
So he definitely would want to try to find out more about their tenets and rules and things like that. And if there's any other location that they might inhabit within Barovia.
So he will tell you. Unfortunately,
Or they inhabited at one time.
okay, I see. Okay. Okay. Get back to you.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I didn't think
Yep.
you'd have it on hand right away.
Well, he'll tell you about one thing. He does tell you that there are rumors of, and he doesn't use the word safe haven, but that's kind of what he hints at.
Okay.
In a temple in the mountains north of Lake Zarevich, which is the lake north of Vallaki. He tells you that some of the descendants of the like wizards and monks that used to look over the Amber Temple reside there, along with other people as well.
Okay.
Like where those lights were?
No, he would tell you more to the west.
Okay. And last question for the party: are we gonna need food and water along our trek? Is that something that we need to be?
Yep.
I still have meat on me, a good amount of it. I can make some meals from, but
Because I can take create food and water.
No, I mean I cast Goodberry at first level like a bunch of times, so I think we should just make sure our water skins are filled. And,
We have a bag of holding, right?
Yeah.
Well, we could just wait for snow to melt too, so if we
Yeah.
run out of water skins,
True.
we got plenty of snow.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I'll figure out whatever spell that.
Merek would advise against drinking evil mountain snow water.
Well, at least the yellow snow. But
Merek, what are you doing for downtime?
So my first question, I'm going to make this as quick as I can. How long were they at the tree for the exposition dump?
Maybe a half hour.
Okay, because I didn't go with them. Remember, I was sitting by the campfire, drying myself off.
Yep.
So Merek would have wanted to know if there was any healers kits in the area.
They do tell you none to spare.
Okay, that's fine. What about blacksmiths?
They have kind of like a rudimentary blacksmithing table. It's in the south part of the cave.
Is there a blacksmith?
Yeah, there'd be a blacksmith.
Okay, would he be able, since I lost my crafter, would he be able to do the checks on for gilded, or is he not skilled enough?
Do you know what the DC is?
7. I have it open here. Give me a second. 17, I think.
He's probably not skilled enough, but let's see.
Wait, no, 15.
I rolled a 15. He is skilled enough.
Okay. So is that a pass?
No, he's skilled enough to do it,
Oh.
but
Oh, okay,
I'll
okay.
I'll let you roll for the check.
What do I roll for that again?
So
It's tinkering, actually. And I don't have
so
I don't have.
It's not blacksmith. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Let me double check. I think it's tinkering.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's tinkering.
Well.
Wow.
You either need
Well-
Reeves or Chance.
Well, yeah, that's who I was using, but Reeves snagged up Chance.
We both have
it-
spent a lot of time.
Oh no, by an extension of greater craftsmanship. I'm literally reading the thing.
Okay. Well, while you read that, Lisbeth, anything else you want to do through the day, through the night? I think I shared
Talk
these
you
with
off,
you,
I think.
but I think
Yep.
I shared these with you. That's
You did.
that is Guardian Turos, Roxandra,
Roxandra.
Hera.
Alexandra.
I was gonna do that, John, and I held it back. So thanks.
You see this man as well. He is that's the brother.
Is that Janos? So
That's
I
the
would
brother of Bogda. That's Janos, yeah.
talk to him at some point and give him Bogda's necklace that Reeves slipped to me last
Okay.
time.
It was a stealthy slip.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, he will. When you tell him the news, he is both shocked but also
Lot.
like that. You almost feel that he's happy that he's no longer plagued in this everlasting cycle.
That makes sense.
Hmm.
I'd also like to ask one more question of the Amber Temple and
Mhm.
basically what's the fastest way to get there from here? If there's a shortcut, if there's a more direct route. Not necessarily the safest, but the fastest.
Yeah. He tells you that. Well, are you asking him or like the elder? I would assume.
Whoever's gonna have more
Okay,
info
yeah.
that Lisbeth
So-
would think after talking to everybody.
Yeah. So the elder tells you that there's only one path up the mountain. It has not been frequented in a long time. Nobody comes through even this village. But he tells you that unless you have the gift of flight, there's one way up the mountain.
You haven't carved a secret entrance or something in your time down here, all the way up.
He kind of chuckles and says, if only.
All right. And then yeah, just as he's resting, as we're going and spending time here, he's basically doing the full dad thing where he's walking to each group. He's got his arms crossed as he's talking and kind of leaning back as he is, and just absolutely full extrovert. Talking to everybody and anybody he can.
Nice, yeah.
And then for Roxanda, she's the toughest shield maiden in the village, right? The fighter.
She's the toughest warrior, yeah.
He would kind of challenge her to like a wrestling match of like
Okay.
not anything too crazy, but just like a quick little like first to tap out thing.
Sure.
Let's play that out, Jeff.
Let's do it.
That's amazing.
Let's roll maybe 5 athletics checks.
Oh.
All right.
Let's see.
We're obviously cheering you on.
I mean, she's a 20-year-old. Like, I'd feel bad.
True.
She should theoretically kick my ass.
Will you
Not
see
with
my
those
rolls?
rolls.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think that's 3 for me.
How many did I roll? I'm waiting for my thing to catch up.
1. You rolled a lot,
1,
more than 5.
2.
No,
Let's
he
roll
rolled
6.
5.
Did I roll 5?
I
I rolled
see
6.
6.
I rolled 6. Let's roll 6 and then
We're gonna ignore the 24.
Okay. 3.
So
I think that's 4.
15.
5. And
What's
6.
that?
Oh no!
I got 2 15s. Yep. All right, and what did you get? You got a 12.
You guys like make a
A
bet
12,
like
Oh,
a 17,
yep.
a 6,
Yep.
a 15,
Yep.
a 22,
Okay.
and a 5.
All right. So it kind of the wrestling match goes back and forth. There's kind of like a space cleared out in the. It's gonna ask me to roll more, so ignore these. But there's kind of a space that's carved out in the center of town as kind of like a makeshift sparring arena, and you could see all of the people kind of come out of their tents and gather as this sparring match happens. And you kind of hear after this match has concluded, Roxandra does take the win, but you kind of hear rumors and whispers for those standing in the crowd and watching of saying, oh, like Lisbeth just let her win.
No, she fully kicked my ass. I'm not
She-
enraged or anything.
She is a formidable warrior.
I'll still
They
give
could be
Lisbeth
saying that,
a thumbs up.
Yeah. He'll give you a thumbs up, and you can see that he was kind of playing at first, but he was actually trying at the end,
Yeah.
and he's like a little more sweatier than he should be. For like, he's like, well, yeah, it's good game, good game, good game.
I got
But yeah,
that
you-
answer for you. Oh, sorry.
Best 2 out of 3. No, I'm just kidding.
Go ahead.
No, do what you're gonna. I thought you were done with that.
No, I was just
sorry.
gonna say they fully share all the food that they have. They share their drink. What would let's do your thing first, Merek. Well,
So I read the thing twice, and it doesn't specify what check. So I think it's a DM decision at this point. Jewel crafting, maybe tinkering. It's up to you.
it should say
I read it's on page 180 of Kibbles, and I can't find.
it's under gilding, right?
Yep, gilded. Unless it's somewhere else in Kibbles.
Let's take a look. So gilded item, it is under what area?
There's only 4 gilded in the entire book.
Yep. But so what is it that you're crafting?
We're not crafting anything. We're gilding the idol.
The idol. I see. Okay, so that's why. So in that case, it would what's the idol mostly made of? Bone and
Well, yeah, we're only gilding the bones, and then I'm gonna add everything else afterwards.
right.
So,
Okay.
So far we've been rolling tinkering. If you say tinkering's no good, then I'm back to 0.
Yeah, I think tinkering is the right one.
Okay. The jewel crafting would probably be one as well, I would imagine.
Not with bones.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. In that case, I think it is tinkering. Yep.
So I assume there's no tinkerer in this place.
There is not.
Oh, okay, cool. Can the blacksmith probably can't rework magical steel?
He cannot.
Oh, yay, so this is useless for me. So Merek would have spent his time, so I've got like 6 or 7 hours looking for a map, some rations, and any poison or any reagents of any type, more specifically poison. And that's all I wanted to do for like 6-7 hours.
So rations, they'll give you a handful.
Okay.
They do not have any kind of like poisonous reagents or anything to share.
Yep, that makes sense. And the map is the last thing I wanted to do.
Yeah, the Elder will draw you all like a rough map to at least the gates of Selenka. But he tells you that the mountain changes very often.
Okay.
with many avalanches. The winds and conditions on the mountain are very like they can't be predicted, basically. And he tells you that oftentimes, when one path is seen and is established, that a simple avalanche takes the entire path away, and
Okay.
a new path has to be forged.
Sorry, I lied. There was one last thing. I would like to ask the elder if there's any fallen anything from that special tree where we charged the axe.
He
Branches, leaves, anything.
he will tell you. Me firm. He tells you that he is not willing to share any of it. He tells you that this tree is the last of its kind.
Okay, Merek will not push the issue.
Yeah, he will tell you it's last of its kind, and that that he will mention that when the Fey powers return, their strongest, that he hopes to plant this seed under the shadow of the mountain in one of the old pine forests to hopefully kind of reestablish
Merek will wish him luck in his tree planting endeavor, and then asks Chance, have you expended all of your crafting time because you have to sleep half as less as we do? Do you have like a 2 hours or left or anything? I didn't do the math on your time.
I think my trance means that I'm not able to craft though, right, Jeff?
No, not during your trance, but your trance is half a rest, right? So technically you would have 2 checks worth of free time.
Yeah, so if you want to do your own thing on those 2 checks, go ahead. Or if you don't mind, can you roll 2 tinkering checks for me?
Yep, I'm not sure how to actually roll the tinkering checks though. Do I do
just
it on my kit?
Just with your tinker's tools.
Okay.
Thank you, Chance.
Tinker's tools. Which ones? Because I have like thieves. Oh, Tinker's tools, ancestrals. Okay.
Yep.
Good roll. Good roll.
Yeah.
That's a good roll.
Yeah,
I know the one.
Okay, so that's a 5.
Buy your mama a house.
Is that a pass?
That's a pass as well. Yep.
So okay, so I lose 20 gold.
Hmm?
I lose 20 gold.
Say what?
And you should, if you go to your downtime, you should be able to update your status on that. As you're all sitting around in this cave, maybe during the few spare moments, as you maybe all gather to take a break from the long journey, what is maybe something whoever is willing and wanting to share, what would maybe a story or something that you would share?
Jeff, were you talking to me with the whole update comment on your downtime?
Yes.
Update what?
It's on the downtime tab.
Oh, I have one on my Google sheet, but I'll go update it there as well.
Yep.
Who's sharing a story?
That is so. The Asari people have like all of the things that mentioned are kind of things that they've shared as you're sitting around the campfire, telling you specifically about the Shield Maidens and kind of the history, and yeah. So whatever anyone would be willing and comfortable to share.
I would definitely tell them. Go ahead.
Well, I'm not going to RP it because I'm driving, but Sid would tell them the story of kind of what he saw in between, in the vision, and if any of that is, helpful to their history and understanding at all of the Fanes and the Mountain Fane and kind of some of that experience.
Okay. Sorry, you're asking them or you're telling them about your experience?
No, he would tell them what he saw and what he experienced, and like kind of share. Maybe even share that the Mountain Fane, or I think it was the Mountain Fane, that the Seeker may still be among us.
Yeah, when you say that, They respond in a way as if like they definitely don't believe you, but that they are hopeful that one day she will return. And obviously they continue to do their prayers throughout.
Mercer would definitely have told him the story of Argynvost and what we did in that
Your
castle.
fight.
Well, the cleansing of his spirit as well.
Mm.
He had been so corrupted that he wasn't even recognizable. And also that if they find a random tiefling's body in the snow somewhere, to hold on to that for us. Just because, you know,
We're not sure exactly how it landed,
we're
but
not exactly where he's at, but if he's up here, just keep an eye out, please.
Okay.
Um,
They kind of
and-
chuckle as if you're joking.
and like I'm completely deadpan
Yeah.
like the entire time I'm telling them this, and just like staring as they start chuckling. Just
Are we like just drinking around a fire or something?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
sharing stories? Reeves will share a story as someone who looks very old. He's gonna be like as if he's reminiscing about like the good old days when he was a kid, but really this was like 4 years ago. But
Yeah.
it's as if he's telling a story about the good old days. And he's just gonna recount like an old tale of him and his cousin Kutro on one of like their first. Yeah, it must have been I must have been 16 years old when I got a mission from my uncle and my cousin's father, and he wanted us to lift a purse off of a coin purse off a man who had some sensitive documents in there, and you know, we thought we were doing everything right. We broke into his house and we were hiding in his closet, and we thought we were just hiding from his servants. And next thing you know, the bastard came home drunk, and my cousin and I had to hide in the closet until the sun came up. And we spent the whole night listening to the old bastard snore. And by the time he got up and started getting ready, we were able to steal his purse and sneak out of the house as one of the help. And the bastard didn't even have the documents in there. My first mission out, I spent the night listening to an old man snore and had to go back the next night to finish the job. It was a long time ago. Well, I was just a kid back then. It never happened today.
Lisbeth fully believes you. He doesn't really fully understand or know that you've aged at all.
Jeff, would there be anything of monetary value in this place?
You think the
Cormac.
tree is worth a lot of money?
The tree is worth a lot of money.
It's from the Feywild, so yeah, you would think.
Okay. Cormac definitely, while everyone's telling stories, would have been just roaming around the camp looking for anything he could just slip into a bag.
Okay. Yeah, roll an investigation check.
Just out of the way. No one's looking at him.
I mean, if Lisbeth catches you, he's gonna do more than kick. I tell you
Oh, that was almost a 1. I could have re-rolled that shit.
Unfortunately, you really don't. They live comfortably, but not like they don't have any like magical weapons or any
Oh.
sort of value, like what you would consider valuable.
Like gems, things like that. Yeah.
No, they're a simple people. They have like even the necklace that was returned from Bogda was like a bear tooth, but that showed great significance. So like no jewelry or gems or anything they do not have.
Waste of time.
Oh, could I ask them about the statues that they pray at? Because there was a hollow spot there, right? Oh no, Lisbeth never went in there. Okay, Elizabeth
Uh,
wouldn't mention that. The place that Reeves was trying to get into underneath
yeah,
the statues.
yeah.
Yeah.
Reeves is gonna pull out Irina's rapier, and just kind of hold it out in front of him, admire it for a little bit because it's like such a fine weapon. But he's gonna say, as much as I love this weapon, it's a great weapon. It's too heavy for me. I can't manipulate it the way I normally do, and I fear it's gonna throw me off in the heat of battle. Is this something any of you, and I look around at the party, is this something any of you could use? It's got some magical properties to it, and it definitely enhances the abilities of it's not your standard weapon.
Well, I mean, if you're just giving it away,
And I'm gonna look around at everybody else in the party.
Merek studying the makeshift map, and he would look up at you and go, "It's a rapier," you said, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's really not my style, Reeves.
Yeah, Lisbeth too. He's just kind of shake his head and go, "I kind of cut myself just looking at the thing." So.
Elizabeth, you could use it as a toothpick, in all honesty, and like Merek makes like a toothpick gesture into his mouth without a toothpick.
I mean, I do have formal training in rapiers. I mean, that is something that I know how to use very well. But continue to look everywhere else if you'd like. That's fine.
I am going to holding the blade out in front of me. I'm going to look at you and nod for you to come close. I'm not going to bring it to you. I'm going to make you come and grab it.
You'll walk over there.
And when you lay your hand on it, as soon as you grip it, I'm going to pull you closer to me. And I'm going to say, "This belonged to our dear friend, and you will show respect while you wield this." And I'll let it go.
Of course. Look, you know me. I don't know.
Is that a weapon you have to attune to?
It is, yeah.
It is.
I think at that I would say something maybe consider it alone until we may be seeing her again in a few weeks. In a 10-minute.
Sure.
That's true.
We'll call it
I don't think it says that hopefully. He says that more foreboding by the wedding, the impending wedding.
Yeah, dose of reality.
Weather sounds great, Sid. Holy
Yeah. If I
Is that
disappear,
hail or rain?
It's rain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please
So
be
Cormac,
careful.
Yeah.
the rapier is a +2 magical rapier. It also has the sentinel feat.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I use bladed weapons often anyway, but silvered might come in handy, considering he
Potentially.
is not fan of werewolves at this point, or Lisbeth.
If it was light, I would have kept it, but
Does anyone else want to share anything else around the fire?
Merek would. I would love to roleplay this, but I won't. Merek, after finished studying the map, would be a little hesitant, and instead of talking about the huntress to the mountain people, would instead go off on a nice, rousing speech on how he's going to keep his promise to avenge the ghosts, the friendly ghosts outside, and help them free them from this curse through the body of Lisbeth.
Has anyone commented? Actually, I guess I'll ask. You know, we've done some work cleansing the other fanes. Have you guys
I was
felt?
gonna say something about that.
Have you guys felt a difference in the strength of the curse, or anything to that effect?
They tell you that Bogda was stupid enough to go to believe that it had, and that he went to go check, but he ventured clearly far beyond
Where he should have been.
where he should have been.
Hey, well, it's a sad thing that he passed. Unfortunately.
He fought bravely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did what we could.
But
Now,
good.
no, good.
I was just going to say that death is what the living carry with them. He's in a better place now, hopefully.
Reeves shifts
I know
uncomfortably.
he's not. Mercer knows he's not. Okay? Mercer knows he's not, but he's trying to give maybe positive outlook towards the other clan members here.
Reeves will
Mercer
raise
absolutely 100% knows that he's not. But
Reeves will raise a glass and just say his curse is broken.
Lisbeth will follow suit.
All right. As each of you sit around the campfire and, some of you craft, others, enjoy the evening to relax. As morning comes, you all, I'm assuming, venture out, Casimir in tow.
I think so.
Okay.
I would
Are
like
we
to
all
do
good?
one thing when I wake up, and that is write on a note in what's that? Thieves' Cant.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to write on a note in Thieves' Cant. I'll put the Firebrand logo and Kutro. If that's you, tell me who met with our fathers when we were in the rafters, and I'll put it in the birdcage.
Okay.
Ooh, the birdcage.
Okay. Yeah. As each one of you, can everyone see the map? Hopefully, yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
As
map.
each one of you sets out, you continue, or rather start, your descent down this side of the mountain. You travel for approximately 2-3 hours, where finally you can see below you another ancient, what looks to be a pine forest. The foliage here has turned mostly from snow to greenery, and you finally find yourself walking upon solid ground for the first time in quite a long time. It has been a long and arduous journey to get to this side of the mountain, and you can tell where the path leads, but you can also tell it is not well trodden. You continue walking for another 2 hours down the mountain and through this beautiful forest, where finally you come upon an approximate 30-foot stone bridge. This bridge flows over a very calm flowing river. And to your right, you notice a large lake that continues as far as really you can see. Would anyone like to sing while you're here?
Is Casimir still with us?
Yep, Casimir is still with you.
Did he call us fools when he showed up? It was like, you can't do this.
For the journey, you mean?
Yeah, because he's been telling us since like we met him that we're not strong enough to do this.
No, he says that we've waited long enough, and there's no other time.
It's a vast lake, right?
It is. Yeah, it's massive. Yeah.
Can we see anything on the other side?
Like you see what appears to be a large forest, as well as the mountain starts to climb. Basically, directly in front of you, as you kind of look, you've been kind of coming downhill for the past few hours. You've been traveling a lot quicker than you had been. When you like basically where you're standing, the road already starts to gradually go up, and I would say what you would assume to be maybe a half-hour walk up the mountain, you notice it gets very, very steep. When you look a little bit further to your right, that's where you see the lake. Across the lake, you see a large forest, as dense of a forest that you've ever seen, as well as the continuation of the mountain range.
Okay, so no structures, no anything like that.
You do not, other than this bridge, there are no structures.
Do we know if the water is safe? Like, if we were to fill our water skins?
Would you like to fill it and try?
Who made this bridge?
You're not sure, but based on the craftsmanship, you assume that the Ursari also made this
Okay.
bridge.
And
What's the
Merek.
condition of the bridge?
It looks fairly decent. It's definitely been weathered over time, but it's safe as far as you can tell.
What kind of stone is it made out of?
It is made. You would first assume that it's almost like granite-like, but from what you can tell, you think maybe just some sort of like cobblestone.
Okay, I do want to fill my water skin. Or risk it.
Risk it for the
What kind of
biscuit.
mortar did they use?
Just make sure. So I will add.
Well, we would have filled our water skin. There was no water in the village.
There would have been.
Yeah, Reeves. Somebody said that we were going to take the time to fill everything up.
I think it was Sid.
Oh.
Yeah.
We will say in this case, Chance didn't.
Okay.
Sorry, I missed
She was
that.
too busy
That's
helping
all
Supposed
me.
to be crafting
It's
and being
yeah.
killed everywhere.
Chance,
It's all
Chance,
good.
we need you. I need you. Help me with this. It's like,
All right.
forgot my water.
Well, there you go. You got your water skin filled. Or maybe you probably drank it on the way down. Who knows?
From Luna Lake. Okay, very specific.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like that it has a specific name from a specific lake that you got the
I don't
water
like that
from.
either. I don't like that either.
Keep an eye on Chance.
I have a good feeling about it, but we'll
It's
see.
super suspicious.
So I have looked at the Book of Strahd, and I actually get a bonus to rolling history checks on things at Barovia, apparently, or
Mhm.
advantage.
Yeah.
And just would I know anything, about this lake or forest beyond what we've already learned from the visions?
Yeah, I've already asked about the bridge.
I will roll a history check for you. I rolled really well.
Nice.
What you would know, at least based on kind of putting two and two together, you assume that Lake Zarevich and Luna Lake are connected. You assume this is the very water that flows through the ruins of Berez.
What's that?
So it's poison.
That's the drowned village.
Oh, with the swamp?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Is there a lot of wetlands in
Are you
between
gonna-
here and there? Like,
If you were to look, you do notice there's a thick forest to your left, but you do notice it seems to get more and more marshy as you get down. It's actually pretty flat, but as you kind of like look to your left, you would notice that beyond the forest, if you were to kind of like look over the river, you would notice it does get more marshy.
Let's not go that way. There's too many mosquitoes.
I was wondering about the water quality on its way down. Like,
Yeah, as far as you can tell, the water looks clear. Like it does look.
yeah, but water's tricky like that.
With that knowledge, would it be obvious where, like, maybe there was, like, looking down over this area,
Mhm.
like where there was a dam or something that like restricted the water to keep Perez from being flooded prior?
You do not notice any such structure. What you would notice is as you're looking around, because of your passive perception, you would notice that this area, almost like this valley, it's as if the water, like you maybe notice some of the trees on the sides, like up the hill a tiny bit on both sides, are kind of like some of the roots are kind of eroded and exposed, as if the water, perhaps at some point, whenever this major flooding happened, was clearly much higher.
Got it. Thanks.
Did Merek make sense of the makeshift map at all?
You think you are heading the correct direction. You do have a bridge marked on your map, and it continues up the mountain in the exact direction that you're going. Anything else anyone wants to do?
Talk to it.
All right. As you continue to climb, you spend another hour doing so. Finally, as you you could see the bridge when you turn around in the distance below you. In what feels like a very rare glimpse, a glimpse that you haven't seen in many, many days, you finally catch a clear sky, unobscured from most of Barovia's mist. That's when you spot flying directly from the northeast a flock of dark birds.
Nope.
Wait, no, wait. Oh.
Dark birds like ravens.
What would you
I've
all
seen
like
Lord
to
of
do?
the Rings.
Yeah, this
They're
is
the
like
Watchers.
I was about to say
The Watchers of Sauron.
The
from
Reeves is
Dunland.
just gonna say the spyglass.
Who has that? I don't remember.
Usually Sid.
I'll hand it to Reeves. Yeah, I'll hand it to Reeves. But I think so. We're protected from scrying right now from like spells. So I'll say it could be a physical way to find us. But I'll hand him the spyglass.
Everybody hide.
Okay. As you look towards this flock of dark birds, you immediately recognize, looking through the spyglass, that these are in fact bats.
Bats.
even worse.
Hide. Break line of sight.
Hide.
Hide.
All right, everyone, roll a stealth check for me.
That's without a trace.
I'm
Hide.
throwing my cape over myself and turning myself into a rock.
Okay, love it. Roll it with
Are
advantage.
you shitting me?
Wow.
You still got a 13 though.
Did someone yell pass without a trace?
You don't think you have time at the speed at which they're flying.
Fuck.
Okay.
Lisbeth is not
I'm-
very stealthy.
You're like, I'm a rock. I'm a rock.
I'm a rock. I'm a rock in the middle of the road.
Can I just become gaseous form? I have to use that spell one time for at some point.
You might blow away. We're on the
Yeah,
mountain.
Okay.
I rolled a 20.
Ooh.
Pew, 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 pew. I hid real well.
You pretty much became gas. Jesus.
That's
How'd you
pretty
get
good
a
for
15 rolling a
disadvantage.
disadvantage?
Yeah.
And I got an 8.
As the bats
That's worse.
circle overhead, they do so and kind of like swoop down, flying above the lake, and then they take off towards Yester Hill.
Did it touch the lake at all? Touch the water at all?
They sure, one of them touched the water.
Okay.
And a little drop of his foot water lands on your
Yes.
forehead.
Just trying to make sure I won't die by drinking the water.
I'm not quite sure if it's water or pee.
Yeah.
I don't really want to know.
All right.
I think I did see
Um,
one of them pee in the lake, though.
How dare they?
I mean, it's like a
FYI.
giant urinal.
Aren't all lakes, though?
Yeah.
Ocean
Pretty
Sea.
much.
Isabel and I
Yep.
saw that on Saturday.
Yeah, we
Rivers.
did.
Like 4 dogs peed in the water.
Not 4.
All right. As you continue to climb, you're not sure whether you were spotted or not
We were
by
spotted.
the bats,
So we
but
respond.
you continue to press onward. It is approximately 6 o'clock. You've been traveling for most of the day. When, as you continue to climb, you hear a desperate shout come from above you. As you look up towards the cliff face, you see what appears to be a human man, but he's bloodied, and he looks at you, he shouts, "Hey, hey, 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 help, help, help me!" He is about 60 feet above you.
Is he like dangling from a ledge?
He's kind of like looking down on you, and you notice like even as he leans over, blood drips from him.
Reeves
Come
Come
down
down
might
here
laugh.
and we'll help you.
How big
Can
is
we
he?
hear? Yeah.
He is a human.
Can we hear anything like in tow behind them or something of that nature?
Monster.
You don't. You kind of just hear the howling wind past you.
How
Okay.
high up is he, or far
60,
away?
60 feet above you.
Can
Okay, if he
I?
falls, I will cast Featherfall on him.
I have a potion of climbing. Is he at a climbable? Like, could I climb up the ledge that he's like up?
Yep, you think so?
I would like to use my potion of climbing and combining my grapple hook and climbing speed to get up to him as quickly as I can.
Okay.
Just jump, we will catch you.
That's pretty much what I was gonna say. We
Yeah.
got enough stuff.
Okay, so one of you is climbing. The 2 or 3 people are saying for him to jump.
Yeah, I'm ready to like cast Featherfall. Like,
Wait, what
roll-
does Featherfall do again? I can't remember. what it does.
Reeves has already taken the potion and is climbing, so
Yeah.
we shouldn't waste that resource if that's what he
Somebody,
wants to
somebody's
do.
on the way. Help's on the
But
way.
Reeves,
mine's
if
a
you
reaction,
get up
so
there,
it's only if he falls.
Reeves, if you get up there and there's some shit going down, just grab
Jump.
the guy and fucking jump.
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 That's what will advisory
Jump
is. This is climbing
around.
up.
Jump around.
Jump around.
If
So
you
wait,
jump, we'll
Reeves,
catch you.
do you? Okay, I was gonna say, do you have a way to not die
up,
on
jump up,
falling?
and
You
get
have
down.
Featherfall, right?
I do not have Featherfall. I had
Okay. Use his
to. I had
ring.
to
I will
destroy
call
that.
th-
No, I
I
had to
will
destroy
call
that
this
ring
out.
to
If
make my
Reeves
thing.
falls versus the guy, I will be saving Reeves. Just so everyone's aware.
Yeah. Merek will also be doing the same.
All right.
The same what? Climbing?
No.
Oh.
I'll be. You'll see if it happens. You'll see.
Okay.
Is he a full? Yeah. Is this a full man? Like
Yep.
He's
It's
a
a
human.
normal,
a full grown
a
man?
normal
Okay.
man with
He
normal
is a
hands.
human. Normal man, normal hands.
Wait,
Is Reeves taking a rope with him? Does Reeves have a rope?
Not that he said, but
I do have a rope. I didn't take it out though.
Okay.
all right.
Wait, before Reeves goes,
Yep.
I've never used this spell, but I have Vortex Warp, which means up to 90 feet, I think I can magically twist space around so I can like pick the creature and have it appear next to us
That's a pretty
as
cool
well.
move.
So then nobody has to be like going up and climbing or like.
We'll let him climb up and scope it out, and then if shit starts to go down, then you can use that to try to like.
Yeah, we want to try to conserve our spells as best as we can.
Okay.
Yes.
The potion only
yeah.
for now.
I rarely
gotta
need
be
a climbing
very
potion. I've had
conservative.
it since the beginning of the campaign. I brought this with me from my childhood.
He's been itching to use it. Okay, like just
We
let
don't
yeah.
let him
him.
climb.
There's
As Reeves
sentiment
starts
at the bottom of it.
As Reeves starts to climb and kind of sees everyone pulling their stuff out, he'll just kind of try to say, "Be ready to react," but we have a long mountain to climb, and we don't know when we'll be able to rest.
So you mean be ready to run?
No, conserve your energy, conserve your resources.
Be ready to rock.
Yeah, my Featherfall is I can cast it like however many times I want.
That's what I mean.
so-
If shit goes
yeah.
down, we should take off instead of fighting it.
Fighting what?
What if something goes down?
The guy's
Exactly.
bleeding. The guy is bleeding from something.
It's going down for real.
He could have
Yeah.
fallen down the mountain, you know.
Okay.
Where'd this guy come? Okay,
You
yeah,
better
Fingers
start climbing,
crossed.
or else he's gonna friggin' die.
So yeah, I'm going up quickly, but safely, and I'm calling up to him. I'm coming to help. Hold on.
I'm gonna throw you all on this map.
Uh-oh.
Here we go, kids.
No,
Oh,
no.
also, speaking of kids, I have ducklings now.
I thought you were gonna say 3 kids.
So you should see him. He's kind of here.
He's so small.
He is tiny.
Itty bitty boy.
Oh, there you go.
He's not
Wait, is
tiny.
he a,
Like a
is
big
he a tiny
boys,
person?
itty bitty
No, no,
boys.
he's medium.
He's a woman.
There, I'll make him look a little bit bigger. There you go.
There he
Okay.
is.
There we
But
go.
he is for all intents and purposes just a normal human. Reeves, as you climb up to him, how fast are you?
I would 80 feet.
80 feet around.
Oh no, sorry. 60
Wow.
feet.
60 feet around. Okay.
That
You look
mean
at- we've
around?
never-
I
we've
should
never
I should
seen
read the
Reeves
potion
walk
of
this fast.
climbing.
Yeah, I'm just reading the potion. Only because it does matter. Gain equal to your
Equal.
walking speed.
Yeah, so if I would do 30 feet of that, and then no, I would do 70 feet because 2 grapple hooks from there.
Okay. Can you roll a athletics check? It's gonna be with advantage because you're potion. Let's see how this climbing goes.
I would we're sure it's not acrobatics.
We're sure.
Well, can I be guidancing him at all, or no?
Not halfway up the cliff. But it goes pretty well. Reeves, as you climb and climb, unfortunately, you are just a bit too slow.
Son of a bitch.
But you do gain some information. And we're gonna all roll initiative.
Oh God!
Who will flip?
Wee. Wait, what?
I'm pretty sure I rolled, but it's like really lagging for me tonight.
No, it's because everybody's rolling, so it's pushing our names out or down. I mean,
Sid, I'll roll.
well, for me,
initiative.
anyways.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I get advantage.
Oh, you do? Okay. You don't need it. You're first anyway.
Oh, great.
Huge.
And I'm only putting us in initiative to see what you will all want to do. But Reeves, to your surprise, when you reach the top of the mountain, out from the mists that kind of sweep on this like plateau that you've climbed to, you notice a monstrous brute of a creature. It appears to be some sort of like mountain goat. And as cute as that sounds, you notice its eyes are red and gleaming. It kind of looks like this.
Devil goat.
Oh.
Devil goat.
Oh,
It
Yeah.
is
Devil goat.
classification is large. It is absolutely massive, and that's when like just as you are about to grab the man, the beast rams him off the cliff, and that's when you hear screaming start
shit.
to ensue. And so, Sid, what would you like to do?
Oh fuck that! I'm yelling to Reeves to be like, jump!
The other thing that you would notice immediately, Reeves, is that this creature looks at you with a very disturbing amount of sentience.
Oh, he fucking knows.
No way.
Huh?
Sid, what
You
would
know
you
this
like to do?
goat, Reeves? Do you know this goat?
I think.
Have you been
do I
friends
see
since you
this?
were kids?
Does just he see this creature?
He's the only one that sees it.
I think I'm probably hearing like something that knowing that there's like, would I have any idea that there's a creature of some kind doing something?
You start to see a man fall, and that is
Can
I don't
Lisbeth
have
try to
anything
tech-
to help.
Oh no, not
I don't have
initiative.
anything to help with that. So I'm mainly just thinking about if I should ready a spell. If there's any indication, perception, would I hear any like attack to know that I should ready a held spell.
Does it roar when it knocks the guy off the mountain or something?
Unfortunately, you wouldn't be able to hear it.
Does
yeah,
it look like Reeves pushed him off the mountain?
It kind of looks like Reeves, almost like, because Reeves was kind of reaching up, it almost looks like Reeves kind of pulled him down.
Okay, and sorry, like when we see him falling, like can we tell he's dead or like we're not sure?
Does
He's
Sirenscape,
screaming.
Oh,
does
okay,
Sirenscape
okay.
have a Wilhelm scream?
I'm
It does.
100% casting Featherfall on him, like my reaction.
And Reeves would have, like, as he went out of my reach, and I will at some point just be yelling, "Save him!"
Hmm.
Is this the Wilhelm scream?
I think so.
Yes.
I guess, Chance, you can use your reaction. You can use your reaction whenever.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's a reaction, right?
exactly. At will.
Okay. So
So
Sid, you would
before
have
my turn-
noticed. You would have noticed that happened.
The feather fall. Okay.
Yep.
Just seeing people in the air and seeing Reeves and not knowing if there's a creature, I guess I would just activate my flight mode.
Okay.
But I wouldn't be just, and maybe I would fly up. I guess I would fly straight up to get a better
Okay.
vantage point.
So you are activating Radiant Soul. No.
Yeah, so that's
yeah.
action and then 30 feet of movement up.
Yeah, Radiant Soul.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'd be away from the wall. I can't see the map, but I'd be probably away from the wall, but 30 feet in the air, trying to get a view of what's happening up there.
Okay, I just you probably can't look at it, and I will not judge what it looks like. The map.
Yeah.
Wait, Jeff,
Uh,
did I make a mistake? Because it's showing 0 out of 1. So am I only able to cast this one time?
Innate spell casting, so you can cast it once per day.
Oh, shit.
Did you cast it? No, we just woke up.
Yeah.
She just cast it right now.
She's
Yeah.
cast on the guy. That's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
I'm
Reeves,
good.
if you fall, I'm
Everything's fine.
scared.
He's got grapple.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I guess I would move up, but I'd try to
So
get in
you're-
a position where
You're
if
flying
he
30 feet
fell-
up, correct?
Yeah, but I guess I'd try to get closer in case Reeves fell. Like, I
Okay.
could be in the least close enough that I could try to grab for him.
Unfortunately, you can't get that close.
Okay, that's fine. I'll get as close as I can at 30 feet
Alright.
up.
Cool.
That's fine. All right, that's my turn.
He will
Alright.
take no fall damage, right? From this other
Chance.
fall, though?
What would you like to?
I guess I'll just like move up closer as well. Is this kind of as far as I can go
Yep.
because it's rocks? Is this how to pin the map or whatever? But like,
Just hold your left click. Just click and hold.
not working. No, I just mean like at the bottom of the rocks there. Is that kind of like a path where you can climb up or no?
No.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be.
Like you can start to climb if you want. It like physically climb. But there's no path.
Okay, so maybe if I want to go like here, I'm able to do so. Should I
You
roll
roll
for
an
that?
athletics check. Yep.
Oh God.
Try to climb up a little bit.
Yeah, just to like wherever he kind of lands, I can try to save him. Athletics. I'm a -1 in that. Oh.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Yeah, you are ready for this. You very easily climb your way up. It's as if the mountains are your second home. Yeah, you seem really well versed in.
Damn, Chance.
Yeah.
Chance will just be like, "Whoa, look at that! Like, what the hell just happened there?" She's impressed with herself. Yeah, I'm basically just gonna kind of wait for him to continue to feather fall down to the ground.
Okay.
Yep.
Cormac.
I'm gonna pull out my flute and make the like bomb falling sound as he's
Okay.
dropping to the ground,
Okay.
and that'll be my turn.
All right, Reeves.
Nice.
I am going to look the creature in the eye.
Oh,
So
no.
it is here. Oh, I accidentally.
Wait,
No,
which
it's
eye? It's
far.
got 3 of them.
in the eye, the middle one. I'm gonna stare him in the middle one, and I'm just gonna put my hands up and say, "We mean no offense. We don't mean
But
to
you ugly.
we don't mean to trespass. We are leaving." And I will grapple 20 feet down.
Too bad this guy can't be your friend.
I'll just use all my movement. I'll grapple 40 feet and climb 30 feet if I can.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So you're for all intents and purposes down at the bottom. Merek, what would you like to do?
Can I roll perception or something to see if Merrick thinks something is very amiss here?
Amiss in what way?
Like instead of, if I roll low, oh well, buddy just slipped and fell off the cliff, or
Okay. I see.
there's actually something.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
Thank you. Wow.
Yeah, you're not entirely sure. What you do know is he's falling, but exactly how you're not sure.
Okay. Merrick will actually. Let me take. Can I make it next to just to the left of chance?
Sure.
Okay. Do you want me to roll acrobatics or anything?
Athletics.
Athletics. Sorry.
Yep.
Where is it?
Which I think is actually better for you.
Yeah, it actually is by 1.
Okay. Yeah, without issue, you manage to climb up on the ledge.
Okay, so as Merrick is running up the ledge next to Chance, he reflects on all the times that when he was younger, him and his dad just walked by poor Barovian souls that were slaughtered for whatever reason and just minding their own business in the hopes of meeting the heroes of Barovia. And knowing now that that was wrong to leave the innocent to die, he's going to look at Chance and say, "We'll save him because every soul in Barovia matters."
Damn.
Wow.
All souls matter.
Oh, deep, Merrick.
All souls matter.
You've changed.
I'm offended.
Also matter.
ASM?
Lisbeth, what would you like to do? Kind of forgot to roll Casimir's initiative, but
Yeah, we didn't really interact with him a whole lot.
he has been very quiet.
Okay.
He's
Other than that one.
Perfect.
Cool. We're all still pretty close together.
Here comes the AoE.
as the goat shoots a fireball from his third eye, just
Eyeball.
I picture it more
Combustion
being a
goat.
laser.
it would be an ireball.
He's just gonna ask if we have grass for him.
That Cormac does.
I don't want to pull the trigger on.
You know he does. Can have my mint chew.
I'm gonna move just here.
Okay.
So I'm kind of closer to everybody as this guy's falling. Can I? Can I kind of like? Can Lisbeth just like look around behind us, just knowing like this guy's jumping or this guy's like something happened to this guy. He's bloodied. We had the bats that were kind of like spying on us. Can I just like look behind our backs, making sure nothing's coming up
Yeah.
on us on the rear or something
Yeah, roll a perception check.
with everything going on. Okay. Pretty decent perception, but my rolls are trash tonight.
Yeah. You do not spot anything.
Okay. And yeah, that will be my. That will be it.
Okay. As the commoner, or this person rather, slowly drifts down the cliff, he lands safely next to you, Merek. Is there anything else anyone would like to do?
Is he still? Is he like unconscious? Is he like?
He
Does it
he
look like he's
appears
dying?
bloodied. He appears bloodied, but he is like able to stand.
Reeves would like to just say quickly, we should leave. Don't stay here. This isn't a fight that needs to be had.
Well, is it possible for us to? I guess that's the question. Is it possible for us to carry on without having to pass this thing?
Well, it's up on a cliff, and we're still trying to go up a path, right?
We still haven't seen it.
Well, I've seen it.
Yeah,
Well,
is
yeah,
going
that's
around
why-
an option?
Yeah.
So
that's that's what-
I'll draw it on the map here.
While you draw that, Merek would lunge and take hold of the guy, and as if Merek is holding like a young teenage horse, he would comfort him and say, "Take rest. You are safe now."
The path continues as the green arrow.
Yeah, I would suggest we
Are we gonna
just
bounce?
carry on.
Carry on like nothing
so-
happened?
Can I take a
So, yeah,
quick medicine check on the dude?
Go ahead.
Sure. Yeah. Roll miss.
Just to see like if he's even capable
So-
at this state to run with us?
Yeah. You don't think he can run, but he can definitely travel.
Okay.
Lisbeth.
Yeah. I'm just gonna look at
So,
Merek and
from
just
my
like
van-
point at Lisbeth. Just-
What's Sid saying?
I'm saying from my vantage point flying, I'd like to just do a quick look if there's like a way for us to walk past, and like if it's, does it look like it's protecting a territory, or does it look like it's stalking us? You know, kind of, is it an, I guess I want to get a read on that before I kind of say what I'm going to do.
You're 30 feet up. The thing is 60 feet up. So you don't currently see it. Yeah, this was the first time you've seen it, so you're not entirely sure.
All right. Well, whenever I get a chance, you asked if we were going to do anything else. That
Yep.
whenever I get a chance to see it, that I would either move up to try to see what happened.
Okay.
And
If you were to go 60 feet up,
Yeah.
you do not see anything.
Okay. So this creature, whatever it was, looks like it might be gone.
Yeah.
So I guess I would just yell down to the party, and I'd stay up there to try to be a lookout for as long as I can. And I'd maybe say, I don't see anything, move. Let's see if we can move forward. Move out.
Sounds
Right.
like good idea. Let's go.
Yeah, Lisbeth
move,
would
move.
ask this guy if he can walk. If he can't keep up, then I would scoop him.
Yeah, he kind of like shakes his head, like he'll do his best
He'll do his best to keep up with us.
to keep up. Yeah.
Okay. If he
And,
starts
like-
to fall behind, I will scoop him.
All
Yeah.
right.
Maybe we can ask him what the fuck he was doing up there with that.
Mm-hmm.
With that, and I'll explain to you guys
As
what
we're
I saw. It was this goat monster that seemed to what didn't seem like a beast. It seemed to understand more than a common creature that from its appearance you'd think it is. And I look at the guy and ask him, what were you doing up there, and what was that thing?
He basically tells you that he is part of a group. To you, Lisbeth, maybe some of the people in Bargao would have told you that there are other small groups of people that live throughout the mountains. They're basically called wildlings, and that they're so he basically tells you that he is one of them, and that him and his group, there were 7 of them, were hunting for this very creature. He tells you that this creature is known as Bloodhorn. It has a few nicknames: the Mountain Demon, the Horned Fiend. He basically tells you that its real name used to be Sangzor, and that this creature is basically it is almost like a protector of Mount Yakis, and that it is known that it is basically the most formidable beast in the mountains, that any clan or any group of people that would be able to hunt it and kill it would obviously have their name kind of written in the history books.
Can I make a roll to see if I've ever heard of this creature as a native of Barovia, even though I'm not from the mountains? Or
Unless you're from the mountains, you would have never
Okay.
heard of it.
okay,
Yeah.
cool. Thanks.
What is it trying to protect?
It tells you that it does not protect.
It's just here. It's just
You picked that fight and lost. Now, is that the type of creature who would be stalking us, or is it going to leave us alone now that we've left his domain?
He kind of nods first comment. It is one of the most sadistic creatures that they have ever come to know.
Can I?
God.
As soon as
Okay.
I hear him say that, can I Elizabeth is gonna snap his head up and look up the mountains and start looking around us.
Yeah,
Can
roll a
I
perception
just
check.
can I just say, people? We are on a mission here. Can we please stop running off to save just individuals who happen to find themselves in danger in mountain? Okay. Every time we do, it ends up fucking us.
Well, it also gave us
Cormac.
information, Cormac.
Yeah, and we will save as many people as we can. Plus, this creature would make a fine offering to the Huntress.
You
we
and the
we knew
Huntress.
there was
Oh my
something we were
god.
supposed to sacrifice in the mountain. So
If you when you look up Lisbeth, even though the blizzard has really started to pick up, when you look up approximately 90 feet above you, you kind of spot these glowing
Oh
red
no.
eyes as if
guys,
watching you from above.
we are not alone.
Do you see what you have done? You have brought Helgoth down upon us.
Would that be close to me in the air somewhere?
I will roll. Let's see.
I'm just picturing something hitting Sid and slamming him into the side of the mountain.
A
like
laser
when we're
beam.
least expecting it.
Laser. You do not see anything, Sid.
I can't see the time on my Foundry.
Every
for some
creature
reason.
deserves a hot meal.
It is 6 p.m.
If you're looking down, you would see Lisbeth staring up at wherever this thing is up on the mountain.
I imagine
As he
it's
says,
pretty
we are
dark.
not alone.
Yeah,
It is getting dark. It is 6 p.m.
yeah. With me flying in the air, I imagine it's pretty dark and blustery. You probably see me glowing, but I probably can't see down very well.
If this thing's gonna come after us, maybe we should try to find a better
Better
arena
place to fight it.
to ready ourselves. And
I don't know if we can avoid this fight if it's as intelligent as you say it is.
How far away are we from that, where we just were?
Like maybe
With the village, I mean,
100. Oh, from the village, you
Oh,
are.
we're far.
okay.
You're-
You're
like
a full
12
day's
hours away.
You're 8 hours
Ugh.
travel.
what can
We're
you
committed.
tell us about the techniques that this beast employs in battle?
He tells you that before it kills, it likes to torment.
Oh God.
He tells you that his group were camping overnight many weeks ago. They've been looking for this creature for a very long time. And just as they were about to give up, when they had set up their camp on like a small outcropping. He tells you that throughout the night, it tore all of their tents apart and just kind of watched from a distance as we struggled to stay warm.
Oh fuck.
Does this remind us of the beast at the base of the tents at the base of the previous mountain? Even
It does not, no.
Did when you guys were fighting it, was anything effective?
He tells you that we never even had a clear chance with the
You guys
blizzard,
did-
with all the conditions, specifically the weather, that it knew exactly when to strike. When we're too tired, when the weather got worse, it blends in amazingly well to the landscape, and basically when you least expect it, it strikes.
Cormac is violently cursing in Halfling right now.
So we need to pick
He basically describes like a run and gun sort of tactic, like
yeah,
continuing to weaken us, continuing to break us down. And he tells you that the rest of his group fled, and then unfortunately, because of its tactics, this wildling got separated from his main group.
why is it after us and not the main group?
You bet.
Because it likes to single out people you think.
Can you recall what
so-
direction his party was in?
Yeah, he tells you that he has been fleeing down the mountain.
Okay, so they're still up there.
He says
So
he
we need
hasn't
to stick
seen
together.
them in about a 10-day.
We definitely don't want to get separated, or we're dead.
I have a plan.
I will fly
have a
back
plan?
down. I think my thing only lasts for a minute, so I'll fly back down.
Okay.
Rejoin the group and
Okay.
say, I didn't see anything up there.
Did you see anywhere that we could? We need somewhere clearer of the snow.
Yeah.
Gives us better line of sight.
Let's regroup into a tight grouping so that we could talk quietly without our voices carrying in the wind.
You think it can hear us over the wind?
I think it will.
It is a devil goat. Who the hell knows what it can do?
Yeah, and it for all we know, it will place itself downwind to have our voices carry.
True.
Casimir,
Casimir, huddle
snuggle.
up.
So
Casimir huddles up.
Merek will remind everyone that sound travels further in the cold.
yeah, so I'll speak
Right.
very quietly, and I'll try and cover my mouth as much as I can, but with my cloak, and just say like we need to outsmart him. We need to lay a trap. If he's gonna try and run and gun with us, we need to lure him to make sure he attacks the target we want and have a trap laid for him. If we can keep walking until we would naturally need to take a rest, he's going to know. If we try and set up at the perfect spot, but if we go until it's legitimately time for us to take a rest and we set everybody up in relatively close formation in a whatever shelter we can, and we put me as bait in another shelter waiting to be attacked, I can drop a bomb on him as he comes in to hit me. And
I don't like that.
I'm able to move very quickly when my life depends on it in those types of situations. If I do have to drop a bomb at my own feet, I'll be able to get out of the way, and it should give us enough time to catch him unaware.
As long as we can go into this assuming that he can see through your smoke and can see through.
I
If
would
he can see us through this blizzard, I imagine he's
potentially, yeah. I wouldn't rely on the smoke. Basically, the bomb I would use is the bombs you've seen me use as an attack.
If you're going in like alone to do this trap, like chance would be saying like she's planning on using haste on you to give you more movement and
I don't know if anyone else has like another idea of a way to lure him out to attack, but I think we need to set ourselves up in a way that makes us look vulnerable. I could also try and maybe we could set up a decoy tent and I could try to sneak, like we set it up, I could try to sneak out, but I think he'll see through that type of ruse if we left an empty tent. I think somebody needs to be there.
Why don't you
the
let me
attack.
take care of that? If we find a good spot, I will make the bait look attractive.
If you're
Does
confident,
Does this? How
Go ahead,
close are we to
Travis.
Solanka? How close are we to Solanka Pass on Merek's map?
You think maybe 2 hours.
Does this sound like the potential, the beast that's been described?
You're not sure. This, like, what you heard was reference to a guardian of sort.
Yeah.
To this wildling, you think he absolutely believes that this could be the guardian.
sounds to fit the
Cormac is
bill.
going to look over the wounded guy just like really intensely, almost like he's taking the whole image in.
Reeves is gonna whisper, "Don't kill him."
I know what he's thinking. So if this is the Guardian Selecta Pass, anywhere between here and there is clearly its most well-known area. We may be very, very hard-pressed to find a place where we might be able to trick it.
Maybe the past is where we make our move then. 2 hours away, we can keep going, right?
Yeah, I don't think it attacks
Roughly.
us. I don't think it attacks us as a group right now when we are all
we just have to
Not
like
if
feeling
it likes
fit.
to toy to us.
Wait.
Not if it likes to toy with its food.
There, maybe we'll lose one to the other. So,
True.
I think it's worth trying to sort of escape than like
let's
So
try
let
to make it
us-
to the path.
Let
Yeah,
us
let's
go.
try to.
I think we should try to make it to the pass. If
Mhm.
anything, the pass might be a trigger for it too. If it can't go beyond that or doesn't want to go out of its territory,
Or if there is
maybe
another
us
guardian
getting there
there,
would.
maybe he
What?
knows not. Maybe if there's another guardian there, he might know. Like, hey, I don't cross that line because that's where the big boy is.
That's
Yep.
yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe there's something there that could trigger him to come after us sooner, rather than him toying with us.
So your best hope for success is to be out of the pot and into the fire. Okay.
Well,
that
that's
makes
where we're
sense.
going, isn't it?
Yes, but we're doing it on purpose.
Cormac, we could be stuck in a pot only to get out and then find ourselves in another pot later on,
A
or we could
bigger,
just
hotter pot.
skip the first pot and deal with the second pot.
Yep.
Okay, but the next plan, we do not save random person we find in mountain.
Can't promise that.
To be fair, all
have-
we did was stop him from falling. So
we have a goal, we have something to do, and we have to make sure that, and forgive me for sounding like asshole, but we have to make sure that we stay alive in order to get it done.
We've
Am
been
I
telling
wrong?
ourselves that since we got here, Cormac. How
Okay,
many
I-
times
Down,
have we
quiet
told ourselves
down,
to
all
stop
of you.
saving people?
somebody else. Maybe you need to hear it from somebody else.
Oh,
eh?
squabbling
Quiet.
is good. Squabbling is good. It's gonna make them think that we're fighting amongst each other.
Yeah, true.
More likely to separate.
But just look next time, Reeves, because you've done this twice on this mountain. I want you to see. Next time you see random person in trouble on side of cliff, I want you to think, would Cormac save this person? Answer is no.
The answer's always no to that
What,
question.
what would
Always
Cormac
no.
do?
What would Cormac? WWC.
You're saying we shouldn't have
Yeah.
saved you, Cormac? Because I'm pretty sure you would have died in that little hut if we didn't.
No, you walked in on me. That's different. He purposely ran out to save boy in the frozen lake, climbed up mountain to save man who was already almost half dead. No offense, and I look at the guy.
Yeah, he kind of says like, he basically says, hey, he wants to stay with you all and obviously reunite with his group, but he also says that he understands and he would agree if you didn't want him to travel with.
Look,
We're not
you're
gonna leave
already
him to
here,
die.
and it would be more difficult for me to convince them to leave you here now that they've already gone and done their whole thing.
We
So
already named
just,
him. We're keeping him.
just
Also-
wait.
Oh,
What's his
alright?
name?
Falling guy.
Falling guy.
Boris.
Also, do like when he was telling us his story, like, can Chance just take a gander if she believes him?
Roll an insight check.
The dude?
Yeah, cause like he's on his own, which is making frig.
Seems like he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
You
Well,
believe
can
him.
tell He's telling the truth.
I'm
Look,
trying to
so
decide
just-
if I want it. No, okay, never mind.
Just remember this, okay? We have to protect ourselves. Take a page out of Cormac's book here, okay? Self-preservation, please.
My grapple hooks move faster than my brain.
Yes, well,
That's
there's
what we
pills
love
for
about you,
that.
Reeves.
Okay, so we walk.
All
Yep.
right. Why don't we take a
the
break here?
path.
This is a perfect time.
Because we're about to
You
get.
all-
Do not cross
'Cause
your
we're about to
fingers
get
and your
fucked
hands
up.
like that. I don't like that.
I'm cracking
Just
my.
like I
my
need
egg.
to.
No, you were
prep
like, that's
all
a
of the.
perfect.
Yeah.
I need a beer and some popcorn.
He's gonna get
Yeah.
all the sheets ready and all the stat bars
Oh,
up.
I got it.
and,
Everything's ready to go. We're
No, he needs to grab his other box of dice.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Actually, speaking of, I probably should do that.
Oh my god.
Son
I
of a
Bye.
hate, I hate you so much right now.
All right.
Uh,
BRB.
yep. You would probably see small caves here and there, but nothing that you think is like any more shelter, I guess.
Okay, so it's just like it's basically just like the mouth of a cave, and that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We'd have to just use the hut.
No, but we could use if we do a bait. Merrick would suggest that we set up a bait like in the mouth of a cave,
Mm.
and then maybe we would be camouflaged somewhere nearby.
So
Then
sorry,
we're
you're
trapped
saying we
in the
can't
cave with
travel the
it.
2 hours to get there, right?
So you can. You would just start to feel the effects of exhaustion.
Son of a bitch.
Oh no.
Because of the
So we gotta do
like
this
difficult
now.
terrain.
So not only like, well, you've been walking uphill for the majority of probably about 4 hours now, walking uphill.
Fucking tired.
And like I said, the conditions here, like without the preparation that you did with the wolf cloak and fur cape, you think you'd be bitterly cold. It's just been like a long journey to get here.
Hmm. It
Um,
depends how safe we are in a tiny hut.
We're safe. Nothing can get in that I don't designate as being able to get in.
Okay.
Exhaustion 1 is just skill checks, right?
Tax as well.
Exhaustion 1 is come on. I'm just gonna, there we go. Disadvantage on ability check though.
Oh, okay.
So I will say as an option, I do have enough mint chews for everybody. And if we pop one before we get into a fight, you can ignore effects up to level 3 of exhaustion for 10 minutes.
Which is huge.
Yeah.
Probably distribute those out now.
Well, it would kind of depend on what we decide to do, if we're going to stay here and camp out, or if we want to put ourselves into exhaustion getting to the pass to fight this thing.
Yeah, but if we get into exhaustion and then into a fight, then you have to run around during combat giving out mint shoes to everyone.
No, but that's what I mean. Like, if we choose to keep going, I will hand them out. But if we're just going to stay here and use the tiny hut, then I'll keep them.
I only need a minute to cast the tiny hut.
Mhm.
What do you think, Chance?
What's past the
Mm,
pass? Pass.
You are not sure.
Past the past is the future.
Like, how far is it to the Amber? Blah, blah.
The Amber Temple. It still looks to be quite a ways away.
Does Casimir have the answers to those questions?
He does not. What he will tell you, and kind of the first time that you've asked him a question, he finally kind of breaks this long silence that he's been holding as he's been traveling with you all, and he does tell you that the Selenka Pass was basically built by the devil himself,
oh.
Right.
and that the ones that protect it, the Snow Maidens, are rumored to be elite soldiers with enough kills under their belt to rival a small army.
Oh my god.
Okay, but we don't want to fight them. We just want to pass.
He will also tell you that many, like quite a long time ago, when what happened to his people happened, he tells you that Minadora Bonzarovich commanded the company that basically originally charged the Selenka Pass, and that Strahd had basically given or charged Minadora with holding Pass, and he kind of hints to the fact that he did so to basically remove a claim from his throne. If Minadora is, here protecting the pass, she is not in Castle Ravenloft, fighting for his throne. But he tells you that as far as he knows, she and her 5 maidens died there in the winter after the devil poisoned his soul.
Mm.
What?
But chances are she doesn't really like Strahd, then.
Ooh. Can we collect a little army? Invite them to the wedding?
Depends on how persuasive we are, I guess.
Were we given a +1?
Good question.
I'm pretty sure we had to decide on fish or chicken beforehand, so.
Mm-hmm.
You were not given a +1.
I mean, we can kind of
Oh.
be one of those guests that like write our RSVP and just ignore the one person and write all the names of everybody else we're bringing.
Op table, though, if there is a character you would like to bring, you can bring.
Ooh.
What does Chance think about going forward or staying?
I feel like
What would Chance do?
Yeah, she's a bit torn because I don't know, we've just been fighting so much, so the goal here is to not waste more time too much.
But not waste spells.
Yeah. So if we think I don't know, maybe she would want to stay in the hut, but she's also kind of scared at the same time because the friggin' eyeballs up there might
So we
come for
can't.
us.
It can't do anything to the hut, but it can certainly do stuff to things around the hut. Like, what if we try to come out of the hut and there's no ground to come out on?
Right. I'm like, Chance would want some sort of a quick plan, but I don't know. We can't guarantee what the heck's gonna happen on the outside.
There will
and
be
we don't know who
screaming
else we're fighting on
voices
the pass.
outside the hut.
Screaming what?
Screaming voices. It's gonna get Falling Guy's clan, and we're
How
gonna
long
hear
do we
them
have to
screaming
rest?
all night, and we won't be able to rest.
No.
I promise you, we will not get a rest if we rest.
Because that thing was pretty smart, you said, right?
Yeah, Merek's gonna fully agree with Reeves on that one.
Yeah. And I think with what Casimir said too, it's kind of like, I think we should forge ahead then.
Do we have does anybody have silence on them? They can just cast silence on us so we don't hear anything and we can get a full night's rest.
Actually, not a
silence only lasts for 10 minutes anyway.
Oh shit. Well, just enough to get us to sleep, you know?
It's a good idea, though. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Let's see. No, I don't.
All right, I will put a poll in the chat.
Shit.
I think either way, it's a bit risky, right? So it's kind of like.
Just keep in mind if we use the chews, you can only use them once per long rest, and I only have enough for one person. So if we get into a fight and they only last 10 minutes, if there's a second fight around the corner, we're then exhausted going into a second fight.
Which level 1 exhaustion doesn't really impact you in battle.
Okay.
But if we don't end up with a long rest, we could end up with a second level of exhaustion.
Correct.
That's the problem. It's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
So I would suggest not even using those chews on level 1 exhaustion.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
Well, okay. So if we continue, so what does this mean? So if we continue, we're fighting. If we're resting, we're not fighting. What does this mean?
No fight is guaranteed. We're just trying to continue walking.
We're gonna try to pass, but we don't know if that'll be successful. What's your vote?
We want to push on and get exhaustion. That's what you're saying.
Do we want to push on and get exhaustion, or do we want to try to rest, which is not even guaranteed? Because we have to do a short or a long rest to negate exhaustion.
Long rest.
So, how you said it's about 2 hours to the end of the pass, right?
To where the end of your map shows.
Right.
Okay. So if we're looking for maybe a potential place to ambush this thing, is there any amount of time that we can travel before we end up with exhaustion?
You think you're pretty much at the limit. You've traveled for full
Okay,
8
that's-
hours. Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna know.
We also have to take into account that it is going into nighttime, and do we want to be fighting at night on a mountain?
Right.
It's bitterly cold. Like Casimir, he appears to have like around 4 layers on. Even he is like pulling his collar up to block the wind. It is
haven't really-
bitterly cold.
We haven't really tried to do this mountain at night
Right.
either.
Or we try to do Reeves' original plan, which is like trick them to coming
What
out.
would
See
what
if that
would Sid
works.
say?
Sid is he might not be joining us again.
Oh.
He had mentioned
I
he was
know,
close
but
to
if-
home and he wasn't sure if he was going to log back in. As for what I think his
As a character, what would he say?
I think he'd probably agree about we're probably not going to get a good night's rest, right? He's pretty wise about that kind of stuff.
But I think he's also wise about us pushing into the night on exhaustion too.
Based on our experience.
Yeah, he really doesn't like
experiences.
walking at night. He doesn't like doing
Yeah.
anything at night.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
so we'll put it this way: if we continue and we get the first level exhaustion, yes, it's still skill checks. Well, what is skill checks when we're traveling at night? It's fucking perception. All right, we're not walking into traps or walking into ambushes. I mean, it could potentially harm us a lot more.
If we're especially at night, yeah. If we're going into this at night, we could be doing encounters on top of this thing chasing us.
Now,
on top
here's
of
the
the
thing
cold
about
starting
the
to
hut:
affect us.
they can't see in the hut. We can see out of the hut.
Mm.
So we have the advantage in the hut. We
So everybody
know
put a bag over your head and go to sleep.
what's going on.
Okay. Okay, maybe I do want to change my answer now.
Okay, if you want to change your answer, you can.
Unless Jeff says that the hut doesn't work for some reason on this fucking mountain, then like that's my understanding. I
But
don't
you have to
know.
remember the hut was being affected somewhat by the tendrils, right?
And that was a long ways back.
Yeah, and
That
it
was a
seems
long
to be
way back.
getting. Yeah, you said it would get worse as we go up, if I'm not mistaken.
You even as you're standing here, you feel like this. You don't feel nauseous, but you feel a little unwell.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
You're not sure. Maybe it's like the journey to get here, like walking the whole day, the cold, what it is, but you just feel like just slightly unwell.
Either way, we have to rest somewhere.
Yeah.
Either way, we have to at least bunker down for the night.
We have gone 8 hours. Like we traveled to another side and halfway up another mountain.
Can
So
I take a drink of my water because I'm not feeling well?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
yeah. When you do, it tastes like normal water.
Isabel,
Okay.
only bad things could have happened in that moment.
It was worth the risk because I'm like, if it heals all of us, fuck, I'll share my water around.
It does not
my
heal
God.
you at all. It just tastes like normal
Damn.
water.
Okay.
I just thought it'd be funny to make something
Yeah,
very
that was not
specific for
nice.
the lake.
I didn't want to wait forever and be like holding on to that.
So just tell me what the fucking water does.
Yeah, it's just
I
literally
throw it on
called-
Strahd and he erupts into flames.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Okay, the vote is to rest.
Ah.
Is that what you're sticking with? Is everybody sticking with their vote?
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you
Either way, I don't know.
as you
There's
begin to
no
settle
right or
down for the
wrong.
night, what would you
We're
all like to
screwed.
do?
So we want to find a cave, right?
So you find like an I would call it more an outcropping than a cave. Like you find maybe like like a giant slab that is like protecting you from the snow falling directly on you, but not any sort of. Oh, actually, we haven't maybe a
Hey,
tiebreaker.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
shit.
vote.
Actually, he
You got
could
a
not be a
tie-
tiebreaker. He could be a tie creator.
Yeah,
creator.
Yeah.
TIE fighter.
Welcome. Travis.
What am I
The group,
deciding?
the group is
Do-
at a point where they either need to push forward and take a level of exhaustion, or rest.
How close are we to the Solanka Pass?
We're
You are
still
2 hours away.
We haven't
Oh, like
moved.
we didn't
No.
move.
Not yet.
Because we figured out that we
squabbled?
traveled 8 hours already. So
Yeah.
And it is 6 p.m., which means
If
It'll
we
be dark.
continued, it would be nighttime.
There was a lot of discussion around if we do try to rest anywhere in that thing's domain, it is going to prevent us from getting an effective rest, which we were all kind of thinking that way at first, but then we were kind of thinking, well, the tiny hut we have a lot of advantages in there. We can see out if it is trying to lay some traps for us. So we kind of went back and forth on that concept. And then, yeah, the poll actually swung from continuing to resting after that conversation went on.
So
My
where's
bad.
the poll?
Poll should be in the Foundry chat if you see it.
I will log in. I would be fine with resting. I don't see. I mean, going forward, we could stir up some other crap that is unexpected and have this thing following us. So,
Mm-hmm.
Well, Chance, you only have to transfer 4 hours, right? You can keep a good watch.
well,
Yeah.
we can set
I
up a
just
whole watch.
meditate, but I'm conscious.
There's enough of
after
us.
4
Yeah,
hours.
There's enough
You
of us
set
to
up a
keep
watch
someone, yeah.
system so people sleep at different times. We probably don't want to have single people sleeping if we can awake. Like if we can mix it up with two people.
Mm-hmm.
I can also ritually cast alarm. Like a mental alarm, I guess, that would like ping me personally if there's anything like, I don't know, by a certain distance of the tiny hut if
It's
we're
a great
sleeping.
idea.
Ooh, I like
Like
that.
I learned my lesson last time not to make it a loud alarm, so it'll be like pinging me mentally.
So for if we're gonna rest, are we gonna rest?
Yeah,
Well,
It depends on your
yeah.
vote.
it's
if you're
4 to
voting.
2 if you vote for rest.
I will vote for rest.
Okay.
Okay.
And I will cast Dark Vision on anyone who doesn't have it that's taking a watch. At least one person. It's 8 hours non-concentration.
Well, I can guarantee you Merrick's going to take a watch with the alert feat.
I will
Reeves
give Merek.
also.
I will give Merek Dark Vision.
Can that be on
And
more than one
Reeves.
person? Yeah, Reeves
I
only
can
has
cast it
15 feet
twice.
of vision. in
I
the
will
dark.
cast it on those two.
On who? Sorry, Reeves and
Merrick.
Merek.
Okay.
How long does it last again?
It's 8 hours.
okay.
We both have alert, so it's good.
Double
Is
alerted.
Cormac casting Tiny Hut?
He's absolutely casting Tiny Hut.
Uh-oh.
If I can do it as a ritual. So
If we're about to take a long rest, is there any value in that?
do we get the benefits of a long rest?
Isn't
I
that
mean, the
gamble?
ritual
So-
is 10 minutes, so I'd say just do it.
And I'm
Yeah.
also ritually casting, but I think it's 1 minute it takes me.
No,
I just sent you
rituals
something.
take 10 minutes.
I just sent you something, John.
Okay.
I have a feeling I know what Jeff sent him, and I really hope
I
I'm
sent him
wrong.
a great meme, actually.
Yeah,
He sent
yeah,
me an awesome meme.
yeah. I bet he did.
I hate this already.
Nothing's happened yet.
Cormac's going to slit
Do
our
I
throats
need-
in our sleep.
No,
Do I
I
need
think
to
it's gonna.
cast? Do I need to
I'm
actually
going to
cast
use
Dark Vision?
inspiration on that.
Okay.
On what?
I'm also
Yeah.
willing to give you my
Uh,
inspiration if it doesn't
God
go well.
damn it! I think I know what's happening here.
Oh my god, he's probably having to roll higher and higher.
Okay.
Oh, I get
Uh,
advantage because of Mercer's Blessing. That's right. So I get one more roll. There we go. There
Oh
we go.
no, he's private rolling. I don't like that.
I know.
We're gonna freeze to death.
Okay.
We're gonna freeze to death.
We're gonna become fucking normal human popsicles.
Why are we playing winter when we live in Canada and we only get 3 months of summer? Like, why
Ah.
are we playing a winter game right now?
As
Should I give them
Cormac
Dark Vision? Or...
continues to begin to cast his spell, a spell that worked for you on the base of the other mountain,
Fucker.
you notice that unlike before, where this spherical hut began to form, it's as if bits and pieces of it are chewed up by this dark, almost as if it's a shadow. And as you continue to cast it, the gaps in your magic Fortunately, your spell fails,
Oh no.
and
In
that
fact, we had one good thing on this fucking mountain.
it works
We
at the
had
bottom of
one
the
good
mountain.
thing.
Okay, so maybe this land particularly, like their zone or something. Clearly, this thing might be super freaking powerful. It's kind of what chance like.
Does somebody want to roll an Arcana check?
Is that right? Yeah. Like,
Why would a spell?
Because like I've seen him do
Why would
it.
this-
Oh, okay. No.
Okay.
No. I'm rolling again.
Okay.
Using my inspiration. I guess that which I'll be using too. Oh my god. Do I have any
Okay.
luckies? Wait.
These rolls are not great. I will tell you all.
Yeah, we're fucking trash tonight.
I'm trying to see. Okay, I'll roll a lucky.
Okay. Just roll an Arcana check because you do get bonuses to Arcana.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Totally did not do
You were
that
just
earlier.
rolling d20s, yeah.
Okay. Well, let me. Can I re-roll the 2 from Mercer's Blessing
It,
then?
it wouldn't have wouldn't have made a difference, unfortunately, in this case.
With a +7?
Oh, you get a +7? No,
Yeah.
wouldn't have made a difference. It's the same as Cormac.
Okay. That was worth wasting all of that.
All right.
Unless he says it's not enough.
That is not enough. No. What you can deduce is that clearly whatever powers were affecting the hut at the bottom of the other mountain are what you believe to be much stronger, closer to the source. You believe traveling in this direction, you are much closer to said source. And it is clear that whatever magic is beneath your feet that flows through these mountains, it is not a welcoming host.
And I do not know the type of magic.
Yeah.
Arcana knowledge.
Yeah, you definitely would. Give me 1 second here. You believe that there is definitely some sort of abjuration magic.
I have to Google that.
What would
So abjuration magic is magic that protects.
Protection magic.
Now-
Normally magic that prevents
And suppression of
travel,
others' magic.
interdimensional travel, interplanar travel.
Now, one thing that you would know is usually
We're
this
gonna get
most
weaker.
of that magic is good. Most quote unquote abjuration magic is good. This is clearly not a good type of magic.
It's interfering with our magic, which is no bueno.
What would Cormac's reaction be when his spell failed?
Isabella said no bueno at the same time you did, but I was muted.
Again, rapidly and violently cursing in halfling.
No.
I swear this has never happened before.
Gonna say it's okay, Cormac. We all struggle sometimes.
Well, I'll definitely like share with the group a little bit of what I just learned and like look towards a lot of the magic folk in the group and say like we're sure we want to continue forward, because I know a lot of us.
Well, we said we were resting.
You're resting.
Yeah,
We
but
already
like
agreed to
tomorrow, in a sense, like when we leave again, like just chances, like kind of warning.
We have no other option. The hags are, well, I think me and Reeves are moving forward. I don't want to speak for Reeves, but I think he has business at the top.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
As do
will
I
not leave
now.
him.
All right. Well, Cormac would definitely want to try again.
Okay.
He's
And
not gonna let some
Chance will just say like, as long as we all stick close together, because yeah, like maybe the further up we go, the less effective we are, and so probably breaking up the group would not be smart.
I am not going to let some stupid mountain beat me.
All right, I'm gonna need the same thing is gonna happen.
God damn it.
Are you making him roll chaotic stuff?
No, I would never do such a thing.
No. Okay, Slytherin.
While he's casting, we'll start setting up the old-fashioned way tents.
The
I'm gonna
old-fashioned way
see if I can race him to set up a tent before he gets his tiny hut
Get
cast.
the stick. Yeah. Like if all else fails, Cormac.
As Cormac continues to try to cast his magic, the same thing happens. This time,
Oh,
even quicker.
holy shit.
Okay, buddy, we all get some performance anxiety. It's fine.
You shut up.
Happens to the best of us.
No, you shut up.
Yeah, so we set up good old fashioned cloth and
Oh
sticks.
my god.
All right.
Okay, and
Regular
Okay.
tent
I'm
with a
putting the
regular
alarm
little
still
fire.
around
So-
the tent.
Mercer has been saving this, and he didn't want to have to actually use this because he was saving it for potentially. But if we need to rest and we need shelter,
Oh.
Oh.
What's he got?
I have stone shape.
Oh fuck!
We become stones?
No.
You're gonna make us a cave?
Yes.
I also have that prepared. I will have to use a lot of spell slots to get that done.
Not necessarily.
Because
5 feet in any direction. So if we can find a rock, we can make our own cave. The tiny hut is only 10 feet wide. It's only 10 feet. So we only need to use 2 spell slots to get to the same.
But we need a roof
Area.
and walls.
But if
Yeah.
we have it just the side of a cliff, then we have the roof and the walls anyway.
I guess Jeff, you're ruling on how many castings of stone shape would we need to make a suitable shelter for our
Yeah.
people?
So I think one thing to remember is the tiny hut is 10-foot radius.
Ah, that's right, 10-foot radius.
Yeah, I
10-foot
think it's a
radius
lot
is
of
it's a
stone
lot
shape.
it's a lot
Mhm.
bigger than
Basically, our shape right now.
so yeah, like a 10-foot radius is
20-foot sphere.
yeah, 20-foot sphere. So it
Yeah.
is here we go. Come on. 20, if I could type properly. So this is how big the tiny hut is.
wow.
So it's a lot bigger than people think it is.
Then why do they call it tiny hut then?
Yeah, it's a
Well,
cabin.
because it's a cabin, really. So stone shape is only one of these blocks in one direction.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
So
I
I
think
have
we just-
3 castings of it. How many do you have?
Jesus.
But I
Is there another option?
Well, if
I
it's
think if
before
we
a
get
long
in-
rest, it
in-
wouldn't matter.
yeah, but if we get interrupted, all these spell slots are spent, and
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just
You'd basically what would you need? You would need 24 castings of stone shape to make
Oh,
Yeah,
enough
crazy.
enough walls and ceiling for your group, assuming the floor is the same, like assuming the floor is already in place. You would need 24 castings.
Yeah, I have 3, 4. If you include my 5th level spell, so there's not. I think we need to do this the old-fashioned way and save the big spell slots in case we get attacked or
Yeah.
interrupted.
We have alert and we have all this other stuff set up defense-wise, right?
But my main thing is the fucking weather. It's
We have the
cold as shit.
Yeah, but we bought
Yep.
gear. We bought the tents for this. We bought the blankets for this. Like we got
Yep.
the gear for it. We
Yeah, use
flew
it.
all the way back to Kresk to buy the gear for it.
Sid's a little. Sid's upset we haven't used any of his gear yet.
I flew to Kresk as an eagle
Fair.
with a.
First of
hatchling on
all,
my
we
back.
didn't technically buy the gear. Okay?
What?
Yeah, Reeves.
Oh, now it comes out.
Oh, Cormac and Sid!
Cormac!
It's getting
Reeves is
spicy
feeding
here
off
without
of
the
that
fire.
anger. Reeves is getting
Sid's like-
aggressive as
Sid's like,
well.
give me that rapier back right now. Give
No.
me Irina's
I-
rapier back
I'm
right
holding
this
on to it
moment.
for the time being. All right? Look, you can't use it anyway. It's more capable in my hands. All right? But fuck this mountain and fuck all this shit.
Reeves is gonna shove you and say, "Don't you talk to Sid that way." He's gonna shove you.
Aw.
Oh
Oh
no!
no!
Oh no!
It's this goddamn mountain.
Roll a dex saving throw to see if you fall off the mountain. No, just kidding.
Oh no!
No, just like a little shove there, like
Evil
And
goat
Reeves
is
is starting to get
cackling.
animated.
Just remember what I sent you.
oh man,
Yeah,
oh man,
I
oh
know.
man.
I know what
It-
you said.
It's too bad Windwald can't do like a long period of time. Because I
Yeah,
could just
it's,
shove the wind the other way. We maybe wouldn't get so hurt.
I mean, the tents should protect us from like the regular
Yeah.
mountain elements.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like they're not regular tents. Like they bought like mountain tents, right?
Yeah.
And we
Yeah,
have blankets,
do
and
it.
we're wearing the clothes. Like,
So let's move the action along unless someone's not down for the tents.
No, let's just do the tents. Let's get it
'Cause-
over with.
That's what we decided on, so let's do it.
We have,
Let's pick some tents.
do it
Any
the
comment,
old-fashioned
Cormac?
way.
Huh?
Any comment on your end? Or
Oh, I have some comments, but not that I can say in
okay.
present company.
and not to pick on you, John, but Reeves is also gonna say, "And god damn it, Mercer, could you take a goddamn shower?" And I set my tent up as far away from Mercer as I can.
All right.
And-
So where would everyone's tent
What
be?
the-
I'm gonna put
what
some
did I
squares
do?
here.
You fucking reek. How am I supposed to sleep around you?
We've done it before.
I
You
feel the same
do.
that I always do.
You do notice, Reeves, maybe as you kind of back away from Mercer a tiny bit, you notice that Lisbeth's, like, just around Lisbeth, it kind of smells like freshly cut grass.
What?
Hmm.
And lilacs.
And
Aw.
lilacs.
Yeah, as I'm commenting on this stench coming from Mercer, I am gonna kind of like do a little side glance at Lisbeth, and yeah. But wherever we set up, I am gonna pull my tent like 10 feet away from, just as I'm complaining. I'm gonna move 10 feet farther away from the group.
All right.
Do we? Is
I
it
can
like?
only do my alarm for 20-foot cube, by the way. So
I will
This
actually
is
set up
one
outside of
tent,
your alarm.
basic.
Is it? Yeah. How many tents do we have? Is it just one tent for everyone, or is it like 2 or 3 per tent?
It'd be 2 at most per tent. And so,
So
what
let's
I'll
say-
do is I'll ask you to put yourself in whatever tent you want to be at.
I think we should try to mix up a Marshall and
Yeah.
Cormac won't
that-
sleep with me, so
that Merek would definitely suggest some tactical spots for the tents, and not just like in
everything
the open.
hugging the side of the mountain, not near the cliff.
Yep.
As I'm
Chance will
noticing
go
that
with
one
Reeves.
that's
No.
precarious.
I'm gonna say, Chance,
Oh yeah,
please
'cause
just
you're-
not
yeah.
now. I'm going to bed. Nobody talk to me.
Oh.
so I'll take first watch.
Okay. So go ahead and put yourselves in whatever tent you want to be at.
Do the tents have to be all
Yeah.
this far apart, Jeff?
They can be closer if you'd like them to be.
Well, because I
think they
can
should
only
be a
put
little
my
closer.
I can only put my alarm in a 20-foot cube. So
Yep.
like as many as I can catch, I guess.
Merek would take like the graveyard midnight watch, whatever that is.
Okay. So
Okay.
go
If it's
ahead and
possible to take watch, then
Casimir
Lisbeth
will take
would.
I
this
can
then.
go with Lisbeth or whatever. Matter.
Oh wait, we're doubling up.
We're doubling up so long as
Well,
Reeves
how
will
many
allow him.
do we really have 6 tents?
I believe so. How many tents do you have?
Oh,
We don't have to set them all up.
No, we should
Yeah.
keep some.
You
We
pick.
should, if we double up, there's only 7
well,
of us,
I
right?
mean, bait tents for the amount of time it takes to set up a tent. Bait tents aren't a bad idea.
True.
This
Who's
looks like
is a
bait tent.
commoner in there with me?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
So do not need this tent.
Big tent.
Casimir will stay with Mercer.
There you go.
Elizabeth will move
He's got
down with Hanson.
prestidigitation, so it doesn't matter to him.
Is this area over here rock?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So I don't like
Um,
that Reeves is sleeping alone. Just
Okay.
saying.
I'm
I
taking
told
the
everyone to leave
first
me alone
watch.
because I'm cranky.
Yeah, I'm taking the first watch, so
Okay.
I will be outside of the tent.
All right. Roll me some perception checks.
Well, hold on. Is anyone else taking the first watch with me?
We should try to do it in pairs.
I can. Or do we want to do like a
I can
magic
take the first. I
person?
can take the first watch with him.
And is anybody lighting a fire?
Elizabeth
Do we
will.
need to light a fire for any reason?
It is bitterly cold. That is
We
the
need
main.
to warm up somehow. Unless you're snuggling whoever you're in the tent with.
I mean,
We do.
that would be a better option than fire and tent.
You are not snuggling with me.
Okay, I have an idea that what Chance would like to do. Because she's a bit concerned, obviously, because we're making our way to try to find the hag, right? And we know that our friend Reeves has a nice affliction at the moment with some pastries. So I want to actually, because he said he's cranky and he's going to sleep, so I'm assuming, are you taking any watches or nah? You're just going to sleep.
I don't even mention it.
Okay, so I'm literally putting my alarm around his tent.
Just because of what happened last time.
Because
Well-
yep, because last time he was alone and we all fell asleep or whatnot, he literally bailed. So
Wow,
I do
literally.
not want to. I do not want to do
the
that.
last time
in
we
this
slept with
mountain.
Casimir, he bailed.
Yep.
Or you guys slept with Casimir. I wasn't there, but
I don't care how cranky he's gonna be. I'm not telling him I'm doing it either.
Yeah, but just keep in mind now he does have the pastries that are saving him a bit, right? So
we don't know if
I'm not
it's
saying don't.
space
I'm not
race.
saying don't do that. I'm just
Yeah.
saying
I
he
just
does
didn't
have
understand
pastries.
why he was grumpy, and I'm like,
Okay.
hey, something's up. So Chance will be like,
Well, you do know that he's freaking out about things
mhm.
that are nothings to him. He's heard Cormac talk shit to Sid and everybody else in the party frequently and has not reacted. And he's never said anything about Mercer's smell before. And
Yeah.
even like as Reeves was being angry, you saw him like moving his arms way more, like almost like a theater actor was
I fucking know what he's doing. I know what he's doing.
just being more flamboyantly angry than he normally is. Especially
Yeah.
since he's usually pretty laid back.
So it'll alarm me, like if he tries to leave, or something tries to get in.
If we require a fire, I will light a fire.
That's
but
what I was gonna say too. Yeah.
if it's not required, for like we're gonna take a bunch of penalties. I don't know that I would want to do that, but
You think it is approximately 60 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 15 Celsius.
It's cold.
That's t-shirt
It's
weather.
T-shirt weather for us Canadians. A
Not
torch
if
is
you have to
enough
sit.
to keep us
Not
warm,
if
right?
you have to sit outside all night, or
Yeah.
in a small tent.
sure, I will light a fire
Okay.
over
Como
here,
Pepe
kind of
la
closer to the
Papa.
wall area.
Okay.
Yep. And
I'll take
Elizabeth
watch with
has-
you if I can.
yeah, Elizabeth doesn't have dark vision.
No,
so
you give it to
Reeves
Merek.
and Merek do.
That's okay. Elizabeth's
Yeah.
the more on watch to protect the tents more than what's around us.
All right.
More than paying attention for what's around us. So he's He's
I
keeping
will
an eye out
be.
for everybody in the
Yeah,
tent.
So
I'll be
whoever is
focusing.
keeping an eye on first watch, perception check. I think it's just Lisbeth and Sid. Lisbeth, you don't have
What?
dark vision, right? So okay.
What is
Sid, you're
Can I
Sid.
use my? How long does the eagle? How long do the tattoo forms last? Is it 10 minutes or is it longer?
I think it's 10 minutes. I'm pretty sure.
Never mind. Then I'll just do a regular perception check.
And before you say what happens, Jeff, I would like
Mhm.
to ready a explosive surprise.
Cool.
Wish I had time to talk to Sid.
Yeah,
we
no,
can.
go ahead.
I mean, we're doing
Yeah, go ahead.
watch. We're like
Yeah,
not.
you're on watch
it's
right
a
now.
long time.
Or not Sid, Reeves, sorry.
Okay. As you all spend the next 2 hours watching, all is as quiet as it can be on the mountain. The blizzard continues, to get worse and worse. It gets colder, and colder. And sorry, when I said 60, I was wrong. It is
Yeah.
5 Fahrenheit. Um,
Yeah, that
That's
makes more
even
sense.
colder?
I was like 60. Like that's
Oh,
perfect
minus
camping weather.
15. That's...
We don't
Yeah,
use your made-up numbers down here.
It is. It is getting colder and colder.
Man.
As you wait for about 2 hours, it is now -4 Fahrenheit or -20 Celsius. The fire, as Lisbeth and Sid, you sit around it, keeps you warm. If you do want to get a full rest, you'll need to do a change of shift.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna change every 2 hours, right? Is that how we do it?
Usually.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
So who are you waking up?
I
You
will
were s-
wake up. I think Merek and
Well, wait. What
Well,
time is
Chance
it?
needs
The end
another
of the...
2 hours, right?
Yeah. What time is it? What time is the end of their shift?
2 hours.
8:30 p.m.
Yeah.
No, Merrick said he was taking like the worst one in the middle there.
okay. Then I will wake up. Maybe I'll wake up Dance and
Mercer can do it.
Mercer.
If I can sleep another 2 hours, I can
She'll
be
have
in a
her full.
trance and then be conscious. But
For the rest of it, yeah.
So I could take maybe the third shift.
Okay, so
Okay.
Sid, sorry, you're waking up Mercer?
I'll wake up Mercer and I guess
Casimir?
Casimir. Yeah, sure. Why
Casimir,
not?
that's what I was thinking too.
Okay. Go and roll a perception check, Mercer. Okay.
Yeah, got that now one.
With a now 1.
I'll use my inspiration on that, I guess,
Okay.
because it's a nat 1.
You guys are still rolling hidden.
Better, but I get advantage all since it's the blessing, and I'm not going to get any other chance to use it. So yeah, we'll go with that 14.
All right. I'm gonna ask everyone to roll initiative.
Oh crap!
Can
Has it been 2 hours?
So
it has been about an hour.
Damn, you're 1 hour short of your fucking.
So Reeves actually was going to like take the exhaustion and
Okay.
just stay readied with his explosive surprise.
Okay. Yep, that's fine.
So clearly I'm awake because Reeves is moving around, right? So it would notify me.
I did not.
Depend-
I did not move. I just stayed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's still in his tent.
Okay.
But you definitely hear your alarm going off, because the following happens.
That thing is fucking terrifying to me. Like, I don't even want to look at the token. It's like
It's good,
creeping
isn't it?
me out.
Yeah, it's good.
Think it makes a cute meow, like meow.
As Sid, I'm gonna need a Dex save.
Okay.
But this creature, its speed is definitely wrong.
And I'm assuming I'm surprised, right? So I can't. There's no like reactions. Or
You
anything
are
like
surprised, unfortunately, and
Okay.
so is this
Yeah.
guy.
I got woe earlier, by the way.
Okay.
So.
I love how as soon as we roll initiative, everybody sits up closer to their camera. It's
Yeah,
like
'cause we're all like,
everybody
"Okay,
move
gotta look
forward.
at
Like
Ooh.
I actually
For
got
the
out of
next
bed
one.
and sat at my computer chair.
Sid, as this gigantic creatures comes trampling through your tent, you take 6 points of damage. Unfortunately, this injured guy
we saw that happening. It's fine.
immediately dies. He
Uh,
then
Crunch.
runs directly through your tent, Chance and Lisbeth. I'm going to need the same save, and he is going to run through yours,
Hang on,
Reeves, as
hang
well.
on, hang on.
Can I ask a question? Oh, sorry, go ahead. Didn't ask yours first, Ash.
Am I like? I can't be surprised.
Um,
I also can't be surprised.
Can't
I
be
also can't be
surprised.
surprised.
So he's not going through your tent, Merek, but
But we
think-
still retain our
Yep.
initiative orders.
not as part of this original action.
Oh,
No, 'cause
okay.
It's
Oh,
not
okay.
like a surprise. There's no surprise round, right?
No, I'm just trying to see here.
I think it would just mean you have your reaction if you wanted to use a reaction, but I don't think you would be able to. It's not like you.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's not what I remember from the alert feat, but
You can't be surprised while you're conscious, is what the alert says. So if you're sleeping, you're not conscious, right?
oh, that's what it
That whole sleeping thing gets you every time.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not that.
Okay, I
If-
love
Yeah, it
this,
says
though.
it says the alert feat. You can't be surprised
Yeah.
while you're conscious, so you're sleeping.
I'm
so
reading.
yeah.
I'm reading it right now. Too bad.
So
Alright.
I have danger. You said what kind of roll is it? Dex.
Dex
So I
saving
have
throw, yeah.
danger sense. So
Okay.
I
Gives
should
you
have
advantage, right?
advantage on
Yep.
Dex rolls, right? Okay.
I used a lucky.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good roll. And Lisbeth, you
Did I get hurt
Nice.
right now,
Did
Jeff?
not need my
you
advantage on
did.
it.
Oh.
Very nice. You only take 4 points of damage, although your tent is completely ripped up. Reeves, I'm gonna need the same from your end.
Okay, so I had my explosive surprise
Mhm.
readied
Yep.
for
Yep.
anything happening. So before he hits me, can I trigger that explosion?
Sure, absolutely.
Because that
So-
will directly impact whether or not he hits me.
Love it.
So I took 8 points of damage, Jeff.
You did.
Did she not get
Even
out of the
with
way
that
in time?
roll?
No, that is half damage.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
Just wanted to check.
Yep. And it's a dex save for this thing.
Correct. Dex
Ooh,
save.
it's a 17 base.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
will give it
yes.
a. No, I don't have a reaction. Shit.
But I also need to roll that dex save because, oh, what a worst case scenario.
This
It
whole
has,
night is a worst case
it has
scenario.
no bonus to dex either. That's the sad part. Okay. You take 9
disadvantage
points of
already
damage.
already in play.
Yep. It would
Goddamn,
be.
I only take half.
Oh, okay. So 5 back. There you go.
Ooh, I had an idea. I think I gave that potion to.
Who just rolled that?
That was
Me.
explosive surprise.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Is it
Jesus.
half?
This okay? So both of those are going to be half.
So it says creatures must make a dex save. So he passed the dex save.
So my dex save is from exhaustion.
No, the dex save. Oh, like the reason it's disadvantage. Yes.
Oh, I thought it was only ability checks.
Yeah, it's ability checks, not dex saves.
You roll a dex ability check. Dex save.
Okay.
So actually, you would have been. You take.
Oh, my 19 was
Yeah.
first.
Yep. You
Okay.
take 2 less points.
Well, I take 0 damage from my explosion because when I make a dex save for one of those things, that's like if you pass, you get half. If I
Yep.
pass, I take 0 now. But
Ah,
Ooh.
yeah.
So the deck save was for his trample.
Okay, well I'll do a
So you
deck
need to roll
save.
need to roll a separate one for your
Yeah, okay.
explosion.
So attribute dex save.
I do love this.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my god.
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna use my
Nice.
inspiration. I'm gonna use my inspiration on that because
Okay,
Hey,
yeah,
the-
yeah.
fuck.
You've been
the fact
waiting
that you
there.
still get 10 though, even with a nat 1, is
I
kind of
know.
crazy.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Dex with advantage this time. There we go. Okay. Now, I don't take any damage, but I have a feat called In Among the Blasts, which lets
Okay.
me move. If I pass the dex save, I get to move to the edge of the effect, like whatever the attack
Oh.
footprint is. So as soon as I hear him, I set off my explosion and I use my Among the Blasts to instantly step out of the way, and I can't move my character because it's not my turn. But I would like,
Oh, you use that as a reaction. And surprise
well,
him,
it's
so
because I had it my readied. I had my readied
love it.
attack. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. 'Cause-
Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Can he use that reaction then? Because I think isn't holding an action
Yes, it is.
is your reaction.
oh, is Among the Blasts
Holding an action
reaction?
is your reaction.
I think Among the Blast is a
No.
reaction.
Yeah, it's true.
But we're gonna
Even-
allow it. We're gonna
Among
allow
the
it because it's cool.
Blasts. When you
And you stayed awake
Lucky
to
you,
give yourself
Matt.
exhaustion
oh, I
for
can
that,
use my
so-
reaction for that.
We're-
Okay, well let's say I didn't use Among the Blasts then, and I just use my 19 for his dex save.
Okay, you would
Which-
have taken the 2 points.
Well, I take 0 because it's a dex.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So then it doesn't
So
matter.
anytime I pass a dex save,
Because of uncanny, right?
yeah, uncanny
Cool.
dodge or evasion,
right.
whichever one it is. Anyway, either way, no
with-
damage.
With that, Merek, it is your turn, but I'll let each of you role play it out how you would react waking up to the sounds of what sounds like crashing tents and
Well,
yeah.
how
Chaos.
how many turns would it take for me to put on my gear? Because I mean I doubt anybody was sleeping with their gear on in the dead of winter.
So
As much as I hate to say it, gang.
But it's cold
it's
outside, and I don't think I'd be taking my
5
clothes
minutes
off.
to don leather armor.
Yeah, so we're just fighting without armor.
Well, weren't we wearing like?
Yeah, we had like the armor
Yeah,
and then
but-
our cloaks on top to stay
Yeah,
warm.
You probably
right?
have your cloaks,
No,
but usually
the
you don't
wo-
sleep in
the
armor.
No,
wolf-
because you
the
take
wolf
what
fur blanket-
1 or 2 level of exhaustion if you sleep with your gear on.
Yeah,
Light
technically.
armor is fine. The wolf fur blanket says medium and heavy armor you can't wear. You have to take off. I think light armor is fine.
Okay, where Reeves was not sleeping and was readying
Well,
for an
yeah,
you'd
attack
be
all
fine.
night.
Yeah, you'd have your armor on.
Yeah, light armor is fine. Just
Yep.
the medium and heavy.
And the
Okay,
people
so
keeping
I
watch
would have been
probably would have had armor on.
yeah. So
Correct.
I would have been fine then.
I definitely wear my armor because it's light armor, and I wouldn't have
Correct.
like gotten into my skimpies in front of Lisbeth, you know, like I would have like worn it anyway.
Okay.
It's
Merek-
minus fucking freezing
Yeah.
Cold.
outside, so Elizabeth
Yeah,
is not
but
taking any clothes off.
nah, that's not. This one. Okay, yeah. Merek has had a bad feeling about this goat, but he also really wants to kill it. So, being roused from his sleep with a noise, actually, you know what? I'm gonna roll for this. Are you ready there, John? You ready, John? Are you sleeping?
ready.
Give you a thumbs up.
Oh, it's a nat 20. So Merek, because Cormac was sleeping close to the door, Merek would jump right over Cormac without touching a single hair on his body and yell at you to wake the fuck up. Because hell has come for you.
All right.
Merek would get out, proceed to survey the battlefield, and immediately run up to the creature. Because I had a bad feeling about this.
So if you're
And-
jumping over Cormac, you'd be here, right?
Well, the door, yeah. So yeah, okay, sorry. So I would have jumped over him. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and I would have activated my tattoo as a bonus action to make it all the way to the creature.
Okay.
And activating the tattoo for the first time as a 40-year-old Matt, I'm going to send you my new token there
Oh, cool.
for
Thank
you
you.
to change it tomorrow. You notice that the green glow of the ethereal antlers and stag form is wants to be more powerful, but isn't. But it's more prominent and it's more bright green. And Merek is going to decide to use some expensive poison on this guy, actually.
Okay.
Ooh.
So we are going to use Crawler Mucus.
So I think that's
in-
an action, right, to apply it, or is it a bonus?
Yeah, no, my bonus action is for my tattoo, and I'm using my full action for my poison.
Okay.
Or do I want actually? Which one's going to be better? Why does Foundry keep closing my stuff? Is anybody else having that problem?
Negative.
Yeah, we're gonna use contact. You can just as easily apply it to expose skin as an object for the thing to touch. So I will be applying the poison to this gigantic creature. That's my.
They're using contact poison. It says you can apply this poison to a melee weapon or 10 pieces of ammunition.
Yeah, but in the Kimballs though.
Yep.
I read it. I read it somewhere that contact and injury are basically interchangeable, but injury cannot be contact.
Okay.
If you get my meaning.
Let's confirm.
Okay, if it doesn't work, I'll use the inhaled poison instead. But I read it in Kibble somewhere. I remember specifically, it was like contact and injury.
I'm just looking it up quick.
Yeah, I've been trying to find where it was, unless I dreamed it, but I doubt.
It says applying an injury poison to a weapon or contact poison requires proficiency with it.
Yeah, that's not the spot. Oh, it might be that second feat, Jeff.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Contact.
So yeah,
Contact can be
no,
smeared on an
yeah.
object.
I'll find it, but look, we're just for simplicity's sake, we're gonna use malice instead.
Okay.
So Merek is gonna run up to this thing, crush the vial, and blow poison dust directly into its face.
Okay.
So give me a con save.
Con save.
I'll give it. No, I don't have a reaction.
9.
Oh, he fails.
Yeah.
All right. So what happens? He becomes poisoned.
So he is
For 1
poisoned
hour.
and blinded.
Poisoned and blinded. Okay.
And that's all Merek can do.
Poisoned and blinded. Yeah. You think both are quite effective.
All 3 of his eyes are blinded.
Holy shit.
Poisoned and blinded. All right. Reeves, what would you like to do?
Fuck yeah. Reeves is going to reach into his cloak and pull out a blue talisman, and I'm going to rub it on my ancestral dagger, and you're going to see like this icy smoke just like start coming off of the ancestral dagger as it like starts to glow blue, and I'm going to shove my dagger as deep into the creature as I can.
All right. What are you rubbing?
Oh yeah,
Is
so
it-
bonus action. It's a bonus action. It is the ice
Cool.
talisman you gave me last session.
Oh. All right.
So I get an extra 1d6 ice damage.
Very nice.
How did this thing roll bottom initiative against us?
It rolled a 4. It's sad.
Perfect. We like
I can't
that.
believe that. Like
That's a hit.
We should
Yeah.
be. I'll roll a 1d6 separate, I guess.
Yep. It hurts. And a d6.
Make that a 6, please.
Baby.
Love it.
See what I
As
mean? When we have a chance to do damage, we do
as-
damage.
you feel the cold, like you can even feel it in your hands. It's obviously cold outside too, but this energy that gets released kind of puts frost on your fingertips. You notice it is unaffected.
I had a
For
feeling.
just
'cause
that
Oh.
he's
6,
living
right?
in the snow.
Just the 6.
It's
Roger
good to
that.
know, though. Good to know.
Yeah.
Roger that.
Anything else you'd
And,
like to do?
He did not like the poison, so it's good to know.
I will.
I feel like we need some battle music.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's this thing roaring?
Here we
need
go. I
the-
got you. I
The
got you.
Bleeding.
constant goat scream?
Goat screams incoming.
Yeah, I am gonna move.
Then we're totally gonna be overstimulated from the annoying noise.
Hell yeah.
Got you guys.
I love it.
dare
Nah.
So I'll probably take an attack of opportunity from that, but
Okay.
I've stepped away.
It is going to.
Be blinded, not know he moved away.
No, it can still.
Sense.
It's just disadvantage.
It is going to roll an attack.
On
Uh,
himself. Just
Don't
kidding.
One
bring
is a nat
Blinsky into
20.
this.
But with disadvantage, it's a miss.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
And it was not with the lucky dice that I got nat 20. Lisbeth, what would you like to do?
Lisbeth. Okay.
Goats.
Fucking
Yeah.
noise.
I got
Fucking
you guys,
goat,
man.
I love it. So this thing comes tearing through the tent. Lisbeth is gonna do a full tuck and roll, and kind of he's gonna look over to make sure Chance is still good. Kind of holler, be like, "You
All
good?"
thumbs up.
And then he's
That's
gonna
how we
do.
communicate.
He's gonna do like he's on one knee at the moment, looking at the creature, and he's gonna do like a spin of his axe in one hand, and he is going into a rage.
All right.
This is my bonus action, and I am running at this thing. And Merek's right there. We're gonna go over on this side of it, and I'm attacking.
All right. You do have advantage on this attack as well.
I have advantage on this attack.
You're flanking with Merek.
Oh shit, that's new. Okay. I don't get double advantage if I recklessly attack, then, do I?
You do not.
All right, all right. Wait, why isn't that working?
This goat noise is amazing.
Eh.
What? Okay,
Ah.
it's not.
Remember
Am
when
I
goats
dumb?
screaming in music videos was all the rage? Can we bring that back?
We totally should.
I don't
There
know
we
if we
go.
want to bring that back though.
I do.
That's a hit.
That Taylor Swift song.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah.
As I hit him, I'm just gonna scream, "You killed
Oh.
Falling Guy!"
You can...
As you cut deeply into him, your axe cuts cleaner than it ever has before, and you notice when you cut,
Hell
it's
yeah.
as if like pieces of like you can almost see where its like fur kind of separates, that you almost notice like what you would maybe call almost like moss and like mushrooms growing where you connect.
Yeah. Lisbeth is tightening his grip and swinging again.
Nice.
That's
Bada
another
bada.
hit.
Shit.
Oh shit.
Oh
Nice!
my god, dude.
Hell
Woot,
yeah!
woot!
Fuck him up!
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah. It is starting to look wounded.
Yay!
That's for Falling Guy.
this thing is like way weaker than it should be.
Shut up,
I
dude.
think
You shut your
we
you
just
shut
had
your
some
dirty
really good
mouth.
hits.
You shut your
Yeah, we
trap.
actually got a full round of attack on this thing without getting fucked up.
And we
So,
Fair.
didn't. No one got isolated.
yeah,
Yeah.
Cormac, what would you
happens when we
like to
stick
do?
together.
Cormac is going to stand up He's gonna look out the tent. They've got it. And I'm just gonna close the tent and I'm gonna crawl back into my bag. and
Cormac!
Go back to sleep.
One of us is
Oh.
gonna get a full night's rest.
All right, love it.
Been woken though. Its sleep has been broken.
So it looks pretty wounded.
It looks very wounded, yeah.
Then I'm gonna cast. Which one do I do? I gotta add up some damage real quick. Some dice. 12 times.
I call dibs on shaking Cormac's tent if we finish this fight and he's still asleep.
Cormac does
Gonna
watch for
run
the
over
rest
and
of the
shake
night.
the tent and scream.
Or we can just undo like the the little rods and like he'll just collapse on him.
5.
Let him figure out how to get out.
5, 6,
If there was a lake, I'd say we float him across the lake.
I am going to, if I can. Okay, I'm gonna move back a little bit this way to the right, and I am gonna cast Erupting Earth behind it.
Okay.
At third level, cast spell. And I'm going to use my Cosmic Omen to give it a D6 off of its saving throw for Dex.
Okay.
Ow, those dice hurted my
It
eyeballs.
fails.
It fails, so it takes 14 damage. And if it tries to move, it
Is dead.
that's all
enough.
difficult terrain. Oh, that's
He's
enough.
dead!
So yeah, you just see the earth start to build up below it, and then a mini volcano shoot up kind of beneath this thing.
Damn!
Yeah.
Amazing.
Rich would be like, haha, falling guy, look.
I think after that, Sid looks on in shock, it is actually starting to look around to make sure there's not another one.
Yeah,
He's
I
like,
feel
"Wait
like
a
this was
second."
too easy.
Roll a perception check.
You guys need to shut the fuck up.
First, Matt too saying that it was easy.
Oh,
And
no.
I will.
No.
I will use my inspiration on that. I really want a high perception, so I'm gonna use Mercer's Blessing.
Okay.
Come on.
You were on edge.
Yeah.
Better?
As you look around, you
Why did we hear another
see-
goat?
it's called Sirenscape. You see what you think are more eyes staring down at you from above.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just. Yeah, I'll yell out, "Don't get cocky. There's more than one," and I'll kind of point up in that direction. Are they in range?
They're about 80 feet above you.
They?
They.
Yeah,
There's more than one set of eyes.
Merek had seen a shit ton of eyes, didn't he?
No, but Sid sees at least 2 pairs.
Yeah, I'll call them out, and I don't think I can shoot it from this range.
An
With
uncountable number of
my-
eyes.
60 feet. Can I get within 60 feet of them?
If you'd like to, absolutely.
Yeah, can I move? I don't know where they are, but
They're above you, directly
Yeah.
above you.
So do I have to climb for that, or just walk
Yeah,
up
if
the wall?
you're gonna try to get close, it is climbing. It will be.
No, I'm not
it
going
is
to
difficult
climb.
terrain.
I'm not going to climb.
Okay.
Then I will kind of back. Actually, I don't want to get grouped up. I will kind of try to find a place where maybe they can't. Shit, I don't know. I'll move back here. And that is my turn.
Okay.
Shit.
I will end combat here, because as you look above, as you maybe keep track of them, Sid, you notice that they kind of back away from the mountain's edge and disappear from sight.
I will. So kind of maybe to Merek, I would say. Let's take its blood and spread it around the campsite.
Oh,
Maybe we can ward them off for the night.
What's Merrick's reaction to this?
Merek is going to smile at you and pull out his hand axes.
I thought you were
and
gonna say I'm
just-
gonna pull out my blood spreading tool that I always have around.
That's basically what he said, though.
Syringe that
Yeah.
uses
He
don't
doesn't-
say that. He'll like
flamethrower.
suck up the blood and like spit it around.
Yeah.
He doesn't
so-
fight with axes.
So I'm gonna pull out my hand axe and I'm gonna walk towards the creature like Sid instructed me to. Is like, maybe they were just trying to gauge our strength, and then I'm gonna proceed to like tear into this thing, probably around its legs, where the biggest artery is, to get the maximum
yes, we
amount
do
of
know,
blood
don't we?
going. Yep.
I like to think that Merek just looked up at Sid like, "You mean it?"
Yeah, like
Finally gotten
Wait,
permission.
Dad?
to
Like,
do
so
Kid?
excited.
the range thing.
Really? Can I, Daddy?
And I think in that moment, I would also say the thing that's the riskiest is that I think many tents. Can we salvage our tents? Because we might be fucked.
They look completely torn.
Oh god damn it! Did we use them
Jump
all?
on Casimir's one.
You have 2 that are currently still standing.
I
It's-
think this was the plan all along, guys.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think. I think when he said that they destroyed their tents, this is exactly what happened.
Yeah,
How
I
many
think
tents
this is
did
how they planned to wear us down.
we set up every tent we had?
I didn't
I
think
think
so.
I think you bought a tent per person. You had 4 set up, so you with these 2 you still have 4 remaining.
Yeah, can we?
Well, you said we could fit 2 to 3. We just
Merrick-
didn't do that earlier.
Merek
we don't
has a
have a
plan.
choice.
Yeah, crammed.
Yeah.
Merek says he has an idea as he's like making the blood fountain everywhere.
I'll drag this thing around to put blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Yep. But Merek actually seriously does have a
Ew.
plan. If we want to rest in these regular tents, so let me know if you guys want to hear it.
No,
We do wanna
have-
hear it.
We have 4 tents though. We don't need the. You
Yeah,
full winter
but-
tents.
But to prevent this and losing more tents,
Oh,
because it's like I
Yeah,
said,
plan.
maybe they were just gauging our strength. So we could have 2 or 3 trampling through our tents next time. So Merek does have an idea. We'll
Okay.
have to suffer a bit of exhaustion for this, but it's our best chance at protecting them. So basically, what Merek would describe to you is we would put a tent in the cave openings, and we would chop down. Wait, what?
what cave openings?
Well, Jeff said there was a bunch of like cave
outcrop.
openings, but
There's,
just
like-
like the outcrop,
Oh.
right?
Yep, they're small outcrops, but yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
And we have trees in the area, right, Jeff?
There is a single dead tree.
Okay, let's retcon that. Merek does not have a plan. I thought there was a few more trees. Unless somebody can conjure up trees, and then we could sharpen the ends of one, and fortify the entrance of the outcrop. So if they try to run into the tent, they're gonna run into giant spikes.
Can we say something? Can we be less specific and just say we try to use the materials at our at our disposal to set up a makeshift tent that will get us through the night and use our survival and nature checks?
You have a sneaking suspicion that with the eyes that you noticed watching you, that a similar attack is likely to happen. You're only about 3 hours into your rest.
My God.
Fucking
I've got-
falling guy can't tell us how many they think there are.
You didn't ask him.
He
Aren't you
said
like-
one. I thought he was just like this creature, singular.
That might be what
he
he
did.
believed.
He
Yeah.
did say that.
Yeah.
They
Chance
seem to
also
be the
rolled a
smartest in
very
the
low
bunch.
insight check.
I know.
Hey
I'm
Mercer,
mad about that.
you don't happen to have Speak with Dead available, do you?
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Well, you
Mercer
don't
hates
think my
that shit, though.
stink's gonna get in the way, do you?
I just want to apologize to you and Cormac and Sid, and I was trying to make myself more of a target there.
You think it worked?
So
Like,
I-
well, you could have filled me in.
I worried that if I told you guys, they would hear.
Okay.
Is that guy
I
dead?
have-
Dead?
We'll say yes.
So I have one way we can do this, baby, and I can cast transmute rock, which is a 40-foot cube, and turn rock into mud. It will all slide down, and then when I kill the spell, we'll have a 40-foot hole in the side of this thing we could outfit as a cave. And then Merek, you can do your wizardry with all of everything to keep us in here.
Wait, what? My what?
Your woodsman wizardry to
Well, no. There's only
protect the
one.
entrance. I can
No,
make a
there's
cave.
only one tree, and I'm out of spell slots.
No, I can make a cave, is what I'm saying. A real cave.
I understand that, but what wizardry do you want me to do?
Survival checks.
Okay, yeah, that I can do.
Yeah, Sid, is that what you want to do? You're using chance.
Yeah, I will use transmute rock to mud on the wall and try to make a large cutout area for us to move into. And then maybe actually, now that we have that, Mercer, maybe we could stone shape to make a door or something.
Yeah, we could definitely stone shape to make a door.
Well, we'll kill our. I have 3 spell slots at level 4th level to do that, so I'm going to
Same.
burn a 5th level and some 4th level to basically make a safe room.
That's
Okay.
burning a lot of spells just for.
Well, hopefully get them back if we can rest.
Yeah,
But
that's the goal.
that's the only thing I can think of that would actually get us a safe space.
Are we
Also-
doing anything with this creature?
Yeah, I was actually just about to comment on that. So Jeff said there is one dead tree. So Merek would chop up body parts of this thing and get as many branches as he could and put like pike them kind of and put them around because they do seem intelligent. So it's like a hey, come here and this will happen to you type thing.
Can I
As
loot any
you-
reagents off it?
Not if he's cutting it up for.
That was
I
gonna
won't
be
interrupt.
my-
I won't
yeah.
interrupt that.
No, but like I said, it. So, what was
Yeah.
what was the order? What was the order in initiative?
Yeah, Mercer was next.
Mercer, no, but between Reeves, Merek, and Lisbeth.
Merek was first.
Merek was first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sid and I'm assuming Cormac as well. No, Mercer.
Cormac's asleep.
Yep, I lied.
We're gonna freaking wake this guy up.
Who else has stone?
Me and Mercer both have stone
Okay.
shape.
So yeah, Sid, as you expend amongst your most powerful magic alongside Mercer, you do manage to make a makeshift cave. It's not the most comfortable place you've ever made, but you think it at least gets you out of the elements, out of the wind, and at least a space that you think can be well defended.
Yeah.
And I can make a door that has like hinges and stuff. So if we want to take that part of that tree and make like a barricade, basically like a bar lock on the back, I should be able to shape that within the same spell.
So since everybody is long resting, we'll just feel free just to add your spell slots back, and same with your health. You have enough stuff to.
Sid after he casts all those spells, he like collapses in the back of the cave, wrapped up in a blanket, and like.
All right.
Does that mean I have to reroll my potions as well?
I think you get to choose, right? If you want to or not. You get to choose.
Can I do another downtime roll?
If you're
Can
staying here
create
for
additional-
longer, absolutely.
Well, it would
I think we
be
only.
during the 8-hour rest, right?
It's-
You get one downtime roll.
Well, we've already do our 3 hours count already.
Yeah, your 3 hours would count. Yeah.
And you stayed awake for the beginning.
I
of
stayed
that.
awake for the
Chance technically could do it for you, 'Cause she
No,
has a
I
10.
won't. I thought we were starting 8 hours. Like I thought we were starting a long rest and going on,
Okay.
but no, I don't want to do all that.
You can just keep the same ones if you want, Isa.
Okay.
Make it
We
simple.
didn't use them. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna move it back to the overview map here for a second. Where did the group go?
I also just learned I can create additional ones by spending a
Yep.
spell slot, first level or higher for each one.
All right.
Interesting.
You make it to approximately here on the map. And as you wake up in the morning, and through your kind of miserable evening, maybe slightly groggy,
Cormac feels
Uh,
fine.
I'd
Reeves-
imagine you.
Reeves is 1
Okay.
hour away from getting his long rest because I stayed up that extra hour with my ready to attack. Can we say we stay an extra hour to get rid of my exhaustion?
That is up to you all.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Just that one extra hour because I stayed up 3 hours instead of 2.
So there are 15 days left until the wedding.
Can I like use that hour to do something while Reeve gets his rest?
What would you like to do?
I would like, because you said it was what, 60 foot up?
So different parts of the
Where-
cliffs are different heights, but yeah, you
Well,
can probably find.
where the goats, the other eyes were looking at us.
They were 80 feet up.
80 feet up, and how treacherous does the climb seem?
It doesn't seem very nice when you look up.
Is there any like decent path that Merek thinks he could take to get up there?
Roll a survival check.
Sure, I can do that. S is for survival.
Yeah, you think you could probably map out a decently okay path.
So
If you're going to start climbing up, I'll need an
yeah,
athletics check with advantage.
yeah. So Merek is gonna climb up to one high ground and
Okay.
two to see if he can ascertain if there was more than just the tracks of those two goat men. So maybe there was like people, other goat men behind them, you know,
Okay.
as like in reserve or whatever, and use the high ground to like kind of survey the area for that hour.
Yeah, when you get to the top, I'll roll another survival.
Big money, no whammies.
Merek knows nothing.
Any inspirations left?
Yeah, actually, it's the end of the session, so you are right. Double 11.
Uh-oh.
When you look, and you kind of look down at this frost-covered creature at the bottom, when you started to cut it up, you remember that the hooves of this creature were maybe twice the size of your fist. You notice that there are lots of tracks here on this ledge. You notice one set that is much larger than the others.
Okay, so Merek would ascertain that. Do I see anything off in the distance from the high ground, or just
You do not. It is still
Okay.
snowing. Yep.
So Merek would make the climb down. Do you want me to roll another?
No, that's
Right.
fine. No, you can
Okay.
climb down pretty safely.
Okay, so Merek would climb down and just you know, being a bit just a bit winded because he's an older man now. He would look at you all and he's like, how many regular prints would I have seen? Like 3, 4?
You probably would have seen 3 sets of normal prints and the one
Okay.
larger set.
Friends, there's at least 3 more up there, but I'm afraid to say something much bigger than our friend here. As I point to the, you know, chopped up body parts of the first goat man. There's another one, but I fear it is much, much bigger. And then I just like stop and just keep catching my breath.
All right.
I hate everyone who said that was easy.
Is everyone continuing onward? Unless you want to do anything else in this area.
Just try to salvage whatever pieces, scraps of tent, and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. As you continue to climb, You do walk for 2 more hours up the mountain. It is getting steeper and steeper. You hear rumbling coming from above the mountain as you notice small avalanches in different parts of this mountainous region. The shelf of rock on which this road that you've been climbing clings to continues to grow narrower and narrower. You notice to your left the icy cliffs rise even more sharply than they did before, and they rise towards these dark and rolling clouds. You notice to the right, the ground just falls away into a sea of fog. Ahead of you, through the wind and through the snow, you finally see it. The structure that you have been searching for these many days on your journey. You see a high wall of black stone lined with spikes and topped by gargoyles. On the other side of the wall, gripping to the mountain's edge, appears to be a guard tower of white stone topped with golden statues of mighty warriors. Set in the center of this wall is a mangled portcullis bent in such a way that you could perhaps crawl underneath it. What would everyone like to do?
So
And
this is
I
Slank
think
the
I
Past.
have a. I think I have maybe a. I do. I got a thing.
A mappy.
I got a mappy, you know? It's like I did the prep.
So do we think that this is the Slanka Pass?
We will say you can see this part. Let me know if you can see that. Great.
Yeah. So you're saying it looks like we can crawl underneath the gate?
Yeah, so the gate is completely down to the bottom, but it's kind of bent in such a way that there's kind of a gap, like where you think originally it would have hit maybe a stone, but you think maybe one of the stone blocks is missing, and you think you can kind of crawl underneath.
Yep. Jeff, why can't the gate just be open? Why do you have to make it all sussy like we have to freaking crawl through this hole?
How
Listen.
big are we seeing this hole? Like, do all of us fit?
I would say I don't write this stuff, but I did, so you know.
Exactly.
What's this green stuff?
It looks as though like part of the snow is kind of melted around the gate.
It's Merek juice.
That's not sussy at all.
The rocks
We-
here are green,
No.
or is that just
Can
should
I
I
take
should I not be
another?
paying that much attention to it?
So they very much are. It's almost you would say it's like the rocks. How do I explain this? It's as if the rocks are mossy, but you definitely know they are not mossy.
Merek would volunteer to go down and scout out what's up down there if everybody's agreeing.
And I'll share these
Can I
pictures
take,
with you
like,
all.
an Arcana check on the rocks too.
Ooh.
So
yeah, before we
you notice these statues atop the portcullis.
Haven't we seen
Oh.
these before?
You have
similar.
not seen these before.
yeah
I was thinking on the
before
bridge.
before we rush, let's see
Arcana
what
check.
we can learn from here. Yeah, or like stake it out for a minute. Do we see like see if anything moves, see if anything reads
Yep.
as magical. Like, do that
As
sort of
you, yeah, what would you like to do?
I want to just
I
check
like-
the green rocks, like.
So
see if I
you're free to
know
move
anything
yourself
about
on the
it.
map, wherever you would like to go.
Last time you gave me that power, I got possessed.
Is this a cave?
Listen,
Let's all stick together.
it is not. It
I
is
didn't even
so
go 10 feet from the party and I got possessed. So
this is basically on your right side, is a cliff. So the
Wait, this-
green,
Oh,
this is like down 1,000
Down.
feet.
don't look over.
I'm-
Don't look down.
Careful, Sid.
Before any of us approach, let's maybe we just spend a few minutes watching to see if anything moves. If we spot anything on the cliff, like
That's
Just-
what I was gonna say. Yeah, Elizabeth is looking around and watching the cliffs to see if we have any friends still.
do we sense any like this seems like an ambush?
Yeah, as you continue to stare, you wait a handful of minutes. Nothing changes.
You got one of those rocks we can whip at it?
Reeves jumps and slides down. Look safe. Psh.
God damn it.
Reeves! Reeves! Fuck.
Cormac, you said you had a plan as a decoy.
I did.
Care to share with the class?
Maybe.
How was your sleep, Cormac?
That was nice. How was yours?
I'll take your fucking sword back.
Just try it, and you'll never see it again.
Lisbeth is gonna make sure Chance gets down, okay?
You're
Oh,
all
yeah, 'cause-
slowly approaching.
That means, wait, who had attitude with Cormac earlier? Was it Sid or Reeves?
Reeves.
It was Reeves. Reeves had
Reeves
attitude
had
with
attitude
everybody
with
earlier.
everyone. Yeah.
I just was incredulous when he said he didn't buy it. He didn't buy the tents.
Oh, he teleported.
It's Casimir.
Yeah, Casimir. Do you recognize this
Casimir is
gate?
still with you. He tells you that this is the very wall, the very garrison that the devil himself is said to have built. Now, Lisbeth, you heard a different story. You heard that it was the Ursari people that built this gate. And yeah, he tells you that this is where Minadora commanded the company many hundreds of years ago.
The green rocks, are they similar to the Fey energy? Do they seem similar to the Fey tree?
It does not seem similar.
How tall is the gate?
The gate is approximately, great question, 30 feet high.
Reeves is gonna yeet himself.
Yeah, well, 30 feet makes it challenging.
We're all still moving and I don't like it.
I know,
so
yeah. Like,
Well, I mean, I was gonna go check it out, but
Mercer!
nobody wanted that.
No, I think Merek, makes sense for you to check out what looks like incorrectly mossy stones.
Yes, but people are still moving forward, so.
I'm moving forward because Mercer's
Fair.
moving forward. I'm trying to
Specifically,
stay with
Reeves,
the
too
group.
fucking wet.
Oh yeah, well.
All right.
If I could turn back time.
Reeves, I'm gonna pull you to like right there, but as you approach,
Who the hell?
something is gonna happen.
Oh,
What
oh,
a
wait, I want to
surprise.
know
What
about
a
the rings
surprise.
protect this place.
What a surprise! As you approach the Particulus, the wind grows colder and colder, and it's almost like it just cuts at any
Come in
piece
peace.
of exposed skin. You then notice the snow in front of you kind of forms into this blue and white mist as these two ghostly women appear in front of you, and in an angry tone, one of them shouts at you, "Who goes there?"
Reeves Fireborn
I
and
was gonna say Reeves clearly.
party.
Declare
Hi,
yourself
company.
and your allegiance.
Shit.
Is that what you say? Just says, shit.
can I look at?
I'm here
Um,
for the land.
Sid, what were you saying?
Sid's confused. That one's new.
I was gonna try to see how Casimir's reacting to this because he just said something weird about
The devil owning this
the
gate.
devil owning the gate.
Yeah, when these like two figures appear, he is kind of like he kind of takes a half step back in the snow. You
Fucker.
kind of notice he
Oh,
is
man.
clearly like surprised by what's happening.
I'm listening, BRB.
So you say the land? Sorry.
Yeah, we're here. We support the land.
And whom do you place your allegiance to?
The people of Barovia.
answer.
As you say that, we're gonna have everyone roll initiative.
Fuck.
Oh, didn't see that coming either.
I mean, would anyone have lied in that?
Nope, that was a great answer. That was vague and truthful at the same time.
I'm just wondering if they were Argynvost related or not. Maybe they are. I guess we don't.
Well,
Well,
that's why I was gonna
I-
say the Asari was who I was gonna say. Maybe.
But we didn't like. We should have asked Jeff what do they look like? Are they wearing like insignias or armor?
So you would have immediately noticed that they look very similar to the maidens that you met in the woods. Although these
But
ones
evil.
appear clearly like darker, as if corrupted by something.
Yeah, we were told about the maidens we were gonna run into.
We were told about
I
several maidens.
thought we already ran into them. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh
I rolled a
wow!
1.
Eek.
I actually got like decent.
Yeah, you really did.
Well, it would have been cool if somebody rolled a 17.
So the first thing that's going to happen, I know we are in initiative, actually, because
Oh my God.
Why is
something's
there
going to
so
happen.
many of them?
Do not question it.
I'm questioning everything.
I know, I would too. I'm going to turn this off.
Oh god, I just saw that. My thing is so delayed.
Why is there
I-
question marks?
I just rolled them now.
Oh.
So give me 1 second.
That's Tuboku.
Too many Tubuku.
Tuboku.
Okay, Damien.
I think he's referring to something else.
Full-
that I
Full
don't
Metal
want to say
Jacket.
on screen.
Oh.
Yep.
That's-
Yep,
I'm putting
Full Metal
a
Jacket.
image in the chat.
Uh-huh.
If my computer would stop freezing, I will put something in the chat. Please hold while my computer melts. Okay, I'm gonna have to put the link because the image just will. Okay, that's perfect.
Yeah,
Great.
or
As you say that,
Bam.
a spectral version of this woman appears in front of you. And she kind of looks at you and says, if you are truly of the land, then prove it. As she says that, you realize now why all the stones around this particulus are green. Because as she waves an incantation, you notice a curtain of green flame appears to surround the particulus. And she just looks straight at you, Reeves, and says, "The fire will not hurt those that are pledged to the land." And it kind of looks, I will activate this scene quickly so you can kind of see the...
Oh shit.
I'm
Didn't you
turning
guys do
down the
something like
sound.
this before?
Please.
oh yeah, I like
That's
everything I'm seeing here.
So you
Head
kind of
Argynvost,
see
yeah.
the flames there.
Does it look like I've seen Wall of Fire cast many times? Does it look like the same type of effect going on?
Roll an Arcana check.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
It looks similar, but you're not entirely sure what the spell is.
Fuck. How hard do I bluff?
This happened.
I was gonna say I feel like
And so I will leave it to you.
Chance wants to, like,
Lisbeth, you are
use your
first.
blessing.
What would you like to do?
Is it
Fuck.
the combat tracker's broken on my
Yeah.
end?
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, it is. This is no encounter.
That is because you are...
Oh, because we were
Okay.
on the scene.
Would you like to do, Lisbeth?
I know what I want to do, but I don't know if it's smart.
That's for me.
Okay.
Just checking. I have wheel this time around.
You notice that just kind of holding her hand up as if to like signal her other maidens.
She's holding it up to signal, not to like beckon towards the fire.
No, she gestures for you and Reeves and the rest of you. She gestures towards the fire. She says, "If you are truly with the land, this fire cannot harm you." But you notice she has kind of like this furrowed brow, and she's kind of like holding, like as if a commander of sorts, you know, waiting to signal to her troops. So for all intents and purposes, the fire
Lisbeth is going to.
For all intents and purposes, the fire is here. Oh, cannot draw.
Lisbeth.
My God, what's happening?
Just with everything that has just happened and what he's heard of this place, he's gonna lower his axe and walk forward and place a hand in the flame.
Oh.
Okay. Unexpected. All right. This is why I needed dice.
I think when they said the land, they weren't talking about Reeves' land. They were talking about Strahd land.
Well,
I am aware, but
yeah.
he has heard different stories as of just yesterday
about
this
this.
place.
About this.
But I was hoping
place
that wasn't the case, though.
It was worth a
Me
shot.
too. That's why I just said his hand.
Yeah.
Like he's not trying to walk through it. He's literally just reaching
no.
out.
It was worth a shot.
And I hope you keep your. And I really hope you keep your hand.
And your eyebrows.
It's not my strong hand.
It's my strong hand.
And at least this gives us our answer.
Don't worry, Tash. If you weren't going to do it, I was.
As you put your hand in.
Fire's really loud.
Oh, sorry. It's because you're close. It's a thing of.
I know it's really cool. I like it. It's fine. I just lowered my speaker.
Here, I turned it down a little bit. Let's see. Down. I should have turned it down a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you get closer, it gets louder. As you put your hand in the fire, it burns unlike anything that you have ever felt before. Whatever magic this is most definitely not of the Feywild, and it is most definitely not just a wall of fire. You take 52 points of damage as your hand just starts to melt, and it kind of just sends pain shooting up your arm. It's as if like all of your breath, I would imagine, is just like completely out of you.
Yeah,
Train is looking like Reeves is looking.
I rip my hand
as if
back
he's
and
like,
go, yeah, no,
And at that point, she
Bad
kind
touch?
of seeing that, she kind of puts her hand down. Yeah.
can I bonus action go into a rage as that
Absolutely.
burns the shit out of my hand?
Yep.
God damn. I was 1 initiative point from walking whole body into that fucking gate.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's another reason why I did it first. is 'cause
Wow.
I'm like, no, I've got the HP for this. I'm just fucking touching it.
Could you imagine? Reeves just
Wow.
walks through and turns to dust, and that's the
Yeah,
last
that
you ever
would've been-
see.
Okay, I think that was 35 feet to the
That
flame.
would have been heartbreaking. Don't do
Well,
that.
we
Wow.
wouldn't have had to deal with the hags anymore.
Is there
That's true. We
Is
can
there a
just turn around and went
Wow.
home.
Always
We
looking
don't
on the
need the
bright side.
necklace, don't we?
God. Is there a
Um,
Barovian
Right.
version of Dust in the Wind?
Can we?
God.
Can I take? I only moved 30 feet to get here, and then I reached out for it.
Yep.
So can I take my extra 10 movement and take 10 steps, or move
If
back?
you want to, but you do feel like you will be attacked
Oh no.
by these two guards
If
on
they're
the
gonna
side.
attack me for like backing up after burning my hand, like I'm not
As
swinging
soon
on them.
as soon as you burn your hand, they realize you are not
From the
aligned
land.
with the land, so to speak.
shit.
Do I have anything to take that? I don't.
I guess you could disengage, right? You still have an action, right? Or not?
No, my action technically was sticking my hand in the flame,
Yeah, and I don't have any reactions to help
and then I
you with the
bonus
damage
action
either.
my rage.
Wasn't that your reaction?
Bonus action to rage, right? Yeah.
That's fine. I don't think I have anything else. That's fine.
All right. Reeves.
Fucking
Well, you got your answer, Reeves.
yeah. thanks.
The other thing, sorry, I forgot to mention this very crucial part. You notice now that the statues, the two gargoyle-like statues atop, you notice like almost like pieces of stone, you think, start to like crumble away.
Yeah, that would be important.
Crumble away as in like they're becoming alive. Is what you're saying, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
He did say the mountain was very dangerous.
Well, it's 11:30. Shall we stop here?
I'll leave it up to all of you. I'm happy to.
I would be good stopping here. I feel like a round might be
Yeah.
pretty long to kick off
Yeah.
Yep.
this fight.
Yeah.
It would. And it gives us
I-
time to think about
yeah.
what the fuck you guys are gonna do.
Travis had a long day too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, I won't be here on Wednesday, but I'll send you what I think I would do in the fight.
Cool.
Pretty generally.
Totally fair.
I'm gonna
Um,
be
You said you might not be here on Wednesday, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be late. I have a dinner at 6. For someone who's moving away, so I'll probably be here by like 8:30 maybe.
We will do our best. Well, maybe if you can send me as well what you would do.
Mhm.
Oh, here, I'll tell you what I'll do right now. I'm gonna put a smoke bomb right here that'll cover a little bit of Lisbeth and myself, and I'm gonna go hide in the smoke. That's gonna be my first turn, and from there, whatever happens, Reeves will react.
I will say that it is very windy on the mountain.
Oh shit,
Oh,
my smoke bomb's not gonna
no.
work.
All right,
So-
I'll see
But
you
maybe
guys
with that,
next week.
yeah,
Yeah.
let me know.
Hey,
Okay. Have a good night, everyone.
bye.
All right,
that was a
everybody.
lot of damage.
That's a
Bye-
lot
bye,
of damage.
stream.
Yeah, but like I said, I knew somebody was gonna do it, and I figured it was better to happen to me than somebody else that might have been worse off taking that much damage.
Totally
Yeah.
fair. Totally fair. But
Oh man,
that's a chunk.
so
how much?
rough.
How many D's is that?
It was 8
Yeah.
D10, I think it is.
Oof.
Yeah.
That could have been worse. That's actually
could've
not a
been worse.
terrible.
It could have
Yep.
been worse. Yeah, I'm not. Like I said, I was expecting. That's why I'm like, this is really dumb, but
You literally saved Reeves' life without knowing it. So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
it made
100%.
sense for what I was doing. It made sense.
100%.
shit.
Yeah. Walls of fire, I have a good chance of going through without taking damage.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck that is, I had a good chance of just dying instantly.
I know. I was like thinking like
I-
use my
when
blessing
I-
of the
when I
Raven
looked at your
Queen,
health-
but I don't want to be on the other side alone.
When I looked at your health, I thought like, oh, potentially
Insta
could
death.
be really, yeah, could be bad.
Yikes.
Like I said,
Yeah.
If that had happened,
was
Cormac
my
literally
smartest
would have
move.
just turned around and started walking back down the fucking mountain.
and I literally never ever get first in initiative ever.
And
I'm
you got a
always at the
great roll.
bottom.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You got a great roll. That actually
So the fact that
really
this,
worked
yeah,
out.
but I've had great rolls before, but these guys always roll high 20s in their initiatives. Like I never
That's
get
true.
close to
Oh, we
them.
get +9.
Yeah,
Fun.
Mhm.
even with your great rolls or my great rolls, you guys are always above me. So it just happened to.
Next level, I get +10.
Jeez. Yeah,
Oh.
To
I just get
initiative,
advantage.
I only have +2.
I
So
have
for me,
+1
it
with
depends
advantage.
on the roll.
That's it.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Anywho, that was fun. What a weird session.
Yeah.
Did you expect goats? Mountain goats?
I always expect goats.
No,
7 days
Mountain
a week, my life. I
I'm
This is
suspect
upset
goats
because
will be
I was
present.
I was muted when we went to leave that cave.
Oh no.
Because I
Damn.
was
What-
gonna
what were you
say
trying to
with
do?
Reeves sleeping in that extra hour, I could have made us a meal.
Oh yeah.
Oh shoot, yeah.
We can just say that you did that.
Yeah, but
That is totally fine.
Maybe
it
pick
was,
something
it was
that'll
gonna-
give you a bit of health.
What's
Yeah.
that?
Maybe pick a meal that'll give you a bit of health.
I needed 2 hours to make it like a substantial meal,
okay,
though.
yeah.
That was the one thing I was gonna ask too. Was with the watch and everything before. I didn't know if I even had 2 hours.
Right.
Not usually while on watch, unless you're, because you technically have to be like keeping an eye
We
out.
were on
but
watch, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why I
watch
was like, I
instead
don't
of
think I had it.
those
But
I don't
if
think I
you
had 2
if you
hours.
do like if you wanted to convince the group to stay an extra hour to make a meal, I don't think anyone would.
Make breakfast. It was
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
late in the day though already. Like it's 9 a.m. already.
It is, but that's
So.
with 2 hours of travel,
Mhm.
Yeah.
so that's not too bad. I'm interested to see how this goes. This is
What else could we
Hey,
have
thanks,
said?
Donna.
We can't say
Really
we're
appreciate
tied
you
with Strahd.
coming to
We
hang
would
out.
have died walking through the flame.
Really
that's
appreciate
true.
that.
There are other options, but like can't tell you what they are, but there's always more than one solution.
Yeah.
But this it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be
Yep.
interesting.
Yeah.
But you guys got lots of firepower. I mean, you have Casimir's with you, Mercer's with you.
Yeah.
We fucked up that goat pretty quickly.
That goat was a baby.
I know.
Yeah,
I know, but that
definitely.
still like was one of the quickest
Yep.
battles
no-
that we've ever had. But again, it's like I said, it's rare when we all get to attack
Donna.
before it and we all get to actually do our damage
good
without
stuff.
getting knocked or fucked up or incapacitated or out of range or like
Yeah, the poison definitely helped, and then he was like stuck there, so that saved us a lot.
we were able to do our full attacks within range without having to like move around and set up for the fight. So
That's true.
Felt good. Felt good.
yeah.
Destroyed that goat.
Fuck that goat.
Dead.
Whoa.
Well, yeah. Whoa.
Okay, yeah.
PG,
well,
PG.
No.
Police, that's not what happened. Anyone
Yeah.
anyone from the authorities who
We
are listening
don't
right now?
actually own any goats.
No.
My neighbor does.
All right.
I mean,
Oh gosh.
Whoa. Hey.
Whoa.
We're gonna retcon
Right.
that.
all right,
Bye.
everybody.
GG,
Okay.
everyone.
Bad,
Talk to
yeah.
you later.
We'll catch
Have a
you
good night, guys.
next
Bye
week.
bye.
Yep.
There we go. All right. Well, everyone's still tuned in chat. Thanks for hanging out. Anyone still watching? Shout out to all of you. Make sure you like the video, please. It's always helpful. Make sure people kind of see the streams that are happening. We are back in 2 days. We're gonna do another stream Wednesday night. I'm gonna be a little late joining in, but I will still go live when I do show up. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, thanks a lot, everybody. Bye bye. Bye bye.